Baby, don't ya, don't ya. Ah, sorry. Uh, I'm at one sec. Uh, Hello, hello. How you doing, Jade? How have you been? How have you been? Hope everything's going well for you. I only here for once. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Um, just a moment. I still gotta activate, like, the thing. How have you been? How have you been? Hope everything's going well for you. Oh, your username went back to your old name, though. I think. Yo, what's up, Sharktooth? How you doing? What's up? What am I guessing? Oh, never mind, your username's been the same. It's just your name changed. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I don't know. No, it's been the same. I just wasn't paying attention to it. It's the core thing before it, just the at. Uh, I can just go on my computer to watch stream. My mom also changed my internet to turn off at. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't like when my dad does that. Well, you guys actually have like school and stuff. You guys should. It's probably best, you know. It's probably the best. I get it, you know. Um That's fine.
But yeah, that is true.
Let's see here. Yeah, I gotcha. That's fine. Is what it is. You know, it happens. Uh,
My puppy is farting and it smells like rotten shit.
oh,
My friend doesn't
jeez.
like my drawings, so I may have like yelled at her and now she don't like me.
Uh, yeah, it's kind of your own fault for being near the dog. I mean, well, yeah, dog farts are never the best, so.
I'm now friends with others.
Nice. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Honestly, I'm glad you made more friends. Okay. Uh, cool. I'm gonna change the name of my stream real quick, though. Let's see.
L.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Kohler.
Hello, how you doing, Mossy? Hope you are doing well. Ugh. All right.
Sorry I'm tired, and so my Brian is going bonkers, so I may go to bed, so bye guys.
That's fair. All right. You have a good night. Appreciate you hopping on by for a moment, Jade. Shit, hold on. I think it was Control Home key. There we go. Perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay.
I'm feeling like shit as yesterday. If you asked how I was on an ad.
Oof. I'm sorry to hear that happened. How are you on an ad already? The ad doesn't play for another 7 minutes.
Talking on the topic of friend breakups, my friends before I moved school ghosted me and the one that actually texts me doesn't include me in anything.
Jeez. That's not fun. That's not really friends then. It's kind of fucked up. That's not cool.
Why WDYM you getting at every time you go in the stream, so I have to wait 20 seconds. Hey, I'm currently ill. Gerlag.
Lag? Shouldn't be lag. Is everybody else experiencing lag on YouTube, or is it just... Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Zen. I hope you feel better. I hope you get well soon.
It lagged out again. Alive.
Lagged again? Gonna be. Let's see here. Okay.
Anyway, health update completed. Good night.
Alright, you have a good night, son. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Okay. So, we never got to actually look at that video.
To my dearest mother and father.
What the hell?
Yeah, Ma. There's been some.
Jeez, okay. Sorry. Yeah, so, I'm going to... Yeah, we're gonna actually look at that same video that we didn't get the chance to
What is
finish
that?
yesterday. And
Hola.
we'll move from there. Hi, how you doing, futuristic boy? How was work? If you didn't work today, how was errands? If you didn't do errands today, how's your day in general? I hope it went well for you.
Who even is this guy?
Is who? Which guy? Okay. Let's see here.
It keeps lag crashes out. WA.
Okay. Is anybody else having trouble, or is it just Sharktooth?
I am not having Torubal.
Well, yeah, people on Twitch aren't.
It's probably just Sharktooth.
I'm just trying to see if anybody on.
I'm not having lag.
Okay. All right then. Yeah, it's just a Sharktooth problem. Oh well. All right. Now, for anyone that wasn't here,
Shark Bro, is your computer a potato?
there's definitely been like so if y'all weren't here yesterday, I'm gonna start from the beginning, but this is so right now there's kind of, normally I know that like y'all are tired of me talking about this topic, but like this is like
I have a tablet future.
this is about like a scammer that has done something a little bit more unique. It will sound the same for a while, but I promise you that this is different than other instances. So, like, be patient with this, like, because this
LOL,
is going
cool.
to be a...
But it sucks when it lags.
Let's see, it's cool, but it sucks when it lags. Hey, are you also lagging, Futuristic Boy? Or is it
Give me a song.
song? What do you mean? Trying to think of like a non-Katy Perry song.
What's a song you like?
I don't know. I like a lot of songs. Like, does it have to be a mainstream song, or can it be just anything?
Not lagging for me.
Cause like I mean, if we're going like with game music, it's
Like preferably one with a lot of layers.
one with a lot of layers. Midnight Mountain or Fireworks Factory from Spyro games.
Who Infamous is here?
If I miss this here, don't boo yourself. All right.
Help, I was just ABT to recommend California Girls and then you said not Katy Perry.
Yeah, no, not anymore. Unfortunately, due to the issues. Sorry guys,
My
I
head kinda
forgot I
hurts.
was white for a second. Yeah, I know, mine does too. Mine's been like, I've been having been having a huge headache for a while, like all day. So I just fucking like took a couple ibuprofen. so I can at least try to stream, because like I haven't been productive all day because of that shit. So, all right, let's get started.
Look, let's face it, AI has become a thorn in the butt for just about anyone who doesn't look like a human reptile, and you don't really have to research too long to find out why. Just look at what's been happening recently. RAM prices have absolutely skyrocketed to never before seen levels because of AI data centers buying them all up. And
We
just as
already know
people were
this,
starting to
so-
delay their plans of upgrading their PC because of this, AI targeted
My head prop hurts
Nuvik.
from my puppy's farts.
SSDs are now rising in value very quickly and could double and even triple within
It's really funny to think about the fact that like that your dog is gassing you out so much that you have a huge headache.
the next few months because of them. This is not looking good. But while PC builders are finally starting to see the negative impact of what AI can do to them, there's a particular set of people who've been having to deal with AI for years now. And of course, I'm referring to none other than artists.
We already
I mean,
know
things
this,
have gotten
so we'll
so
just
bad
speed through
that
this.
just as an example, a Japanese game studio recently started making applicants draw in front of them during interviews to prove that they're not using generative AI. Yes, that's how good it's gotten.
Yeah, and and I've said this before, but yeah, it is absolutely insane that like that, you know, any company that's not like full of just greedy jackasses, a lot of them do tend, like a lot of Japanese studios, I've noted, not a lot, but like some of them definitely like care a lot about the quality of what they create. There's a lot of them that pump out a lot of garbage, but there are some that like clearly care about the art over making just like a shitload of money. They still want to make a shitload of money, but they clearly care about like what they do. And the fact that the people that genuinely care about the art, like part of like, you know, art stuff, it's insane that we now have to go to the level where like people have to directly, like, in order to prove that you're a genuine artist, you have to now be like physically there to show that you have the skills. And that's the unfortunate thing, depending on what they have you draw on.
I forgot
as
I made the
well.
color dancing gif and said to myself, whoever made that their art style is close to mine.
The color dancing gif. It said whoever made that, their art style is close to mine. That's funny. Yeah, man. Gosh, it's almost like you made it. Anyway, it's crazy. I know, so similar.
Take a look at this drawing. It looks absolutely stunning, right?
There we go. Okay, there's the ad. So, guess we'll wait for the ad to finish. How are you doing, YouTube chat, while we're waiting on Twitch to catch up? Actually, I need to close my Telegram. Forgetting to keep my Telegram closed. Also, close my Discord.
Can we watch a different video? Ad done.
Watch a different video? Not in this
Good.
case, no. Because don't worry, it will start bad at first, but I promise you, like, this is a lot
I'm
more,
almost like I made it.
this is a lot different than, it's a lot different compared to, like, the type of stuff you hear. This is kind of the reason why, like, I'm going to be talking about it, because bring this up to note, because this is actually, it's more unique. This is a more unique scenario than just like,
Oh yeah, I watched this in my free timber.
not just in your free time. Aw. Well. Alright.
Time.
Alright, well, we're probably gonna watch it with everybody else, so. Yeah. It's a lot more unique of a story, and I promise the twist is a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I know.
It just takes a lot of patience, so, you
I
know.
want that.
Yeah, Penguin Master, I promise you, this is not like the typical draw. This isn't like
Holy color, I forgot I was alive for a few seconds.
yeah, it's
Also,
not,
I made UI of whiteboard fox and magma. I'm so normal.
It's not necessary, like, it's not a, what do you call it? Made yaoi. Nice. Yeah, it's not like the typical, it's not like a drama video, I promise. It's like, it's actually like a breakdown video of like a thing that is existed for a while, but how like a certain type of like scammers have evolved into something different. And like, it's good to kind of be aware of this, because I didn't even know like how good they've gotten until very recently. and it's educational rather than just being a drama video. It's like the person being used
Okay, I'm gonna turn off my
as
tablet,
an
then turn it back on
example.
and see if it fixes lag.
Yeah, they're being used as an example, but but it is like more of an educational video than it is a drama video. There is obviously like still some drama stuff that happened there, but it's more
Beatboxing
focused on the topic of it. So, just fair warning.
What about this one? I mean, damn. Everything from the eyes to the facial expression to the outfit. It would have normally taken a lot of talent to be able to draw something like this, except in both of these cases, no one actually drew them. It was AI generating an image. That's just how worryingly good it's gotten. However, when it comes to these two drawings that I showed you, the accounts that posted them very clearly say that they're using AI. There's no problem there. But unfortunately, not everyone
Yeah, I
is
think I might
like
have to
that.
go for
In
this
fact,
stream.
many people
Yeah, I think I have to. Okay. All right. You have a good night, Shark Tooth. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Yeah, I mean, it's just the fact that they steal our shit. That's the problem with the AI thing. But
try to make it seem like they were the ones who
always.
drew it. Some are so shameless that they go as far as charging people money to draw them sketches, when in reality, there's absolutely no drawing involved. People are paying for someone to draw something.
Yeah, which is
I think
also
yes.
which also is a huge fucking problem, because when people charge for sketches as well, it's like sometimes regular artists will sometimes artists that actually take commissions as well, they will commission like other people for sketches and shit. So like
We've been knowing how to draw.
Beatboxing puppy.
Huh?
I'm the beatbox puppy. I know you think it's funny. All the people know they love me. I need some food in my tummy. I'm the beatbox puppy.
yeah, the sketch, like, I don't know, we usually sometimes they'll commission people for sketches, and then those people will actually base it, like, usually if they have like art block and shit, and then they'll base their commission off of that sometimes. And not the worst idea, honestly, sometimes if you're just stuck on something. So, and sometimes you gotta spend money to make money. Usually it's just artist to artist after that. So yeah, I don't know, that's usually sometimes what happens with that. So the fact that it's good at replicating even sketches is kind of also terrifying, but that's not even the part
Something
that
for
we're
them,
at
and are just
yet.
getting something that was generated in an AI for free. Now, usually, these people can be easily caught by simply asking for a PSD file. This allows you to see the different layers used for drawing and can pretty much expose an AI user very quickly. However, recently, it hasn't been so easy. There's a new breed of people using AI to pass it off as their own drawings, and they have become a real problem. Those
Yeah.
people are tracers. What they do is generate an AI drawing, but instead of just ending it there, they take it a step further by drawing on top of it. This allows them to make these time lapses that makes it seem like they're legitimate, like they're actually drawing what they're presenting.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. The reason why that's so scary for like why that's so scary now, or how that ended up like being a thing, was because the people that used to just trace drawings, like trace other artists' drawings, usually people can tell if somebody just traced another drawing, and usually they would like reverse image search it and it would be exactly the same as something else. But when you generate something, it doesn't look, it's nothing the same. It's from like thousands of different artists, and then it like compiles shit together, and then they can trace that instead to make something completely different. So then you can't reverse image search it, which is, it's smart, I gotta say.
Chicken Curry 23 just subscribed for 5 months in a row.
Why, stop. Alright. Oy vey.
It feels weird being in a color stream after so long. I missed this.
No problem. I appreciate it. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Appreciate you hopping in. Also, Chicken Curry, why? Why do you gotta? You don't have to. You don't have to pay to make an entrance, right? Anyway, yeah, it's always interesting because of like the fact that
It's fine.
these people used to scam for years, right? They used to trace people's stuff, and they've always scammed people for a long time. But the fact that like AI exists now, it definitely shows that they definitely it's like the ultimate tool for these douchebags. It is very, very much like something that makes them a lot how you say it, something that just gave them a whole new opportunity, which is also just another reason why, like, you know,
It is
to
slow day. I
add
am
on
too early
top
for
of
this.
the a million. It's a slow day. I'm too early for this. It's fair enough. Slow day. Too early for. How do you mean? Chicken curry? Yeah, it's always interesting because there've always been
None of
people
the shops
that
are
have.
open.
Oh, yikes. Oof. That sounds. I'm sorry that you gotta wait you gotta wait for that then. Hey, dude. Yeah, that is the next one. I gotta keep
Not
this
IMA, go to Asda.
ASDA. I do not know what ASDA is. I apologize. What are they saying? Yeah, I don't know. These people have been around for a while. It's just AI has just made it where they can now like trace stuff. Now, like their tracing is now like they've traced artwork before, but now it's not somebody else's artwork. Or it is somebody else's artwork. Let me say that, because it's thousands of our art meshed into one, so now it's even easier for them to, like, steal our shit. So it's like, this is just a fucking gold mine for them. And I hate that they, you know...
IMA vent a little bit if Dedoki.
Yeah, you're good.
Bro color, you don't know what Asda is? WTF? Yeah, I don't know what Asda is either. Wait, do you not have Asda?
No, we do not over here. Hold on. No, it's a UK thing, apparently. Yeah, no, we don't have an Asda here. Whoa. It's a grocery store, apparently.
Well, it's open 24 hours.
Oh, okay, so it's like a Winco here. I gotcha. Yeah, we have a thing that... Ours is called Winco. Wait. No, you guys have like a... Okay, so wait. It's like a Walmart for you guys. Is the similarities. Yeah. So instead of it being like instead of it being like a yeah, so instead of it being a Walmart, that's your guys' version of Walmart. Okay. Fair enough. Oh my god, yeah, it's exactly like Walmart. Jeez. All right. I'm looking at the what the inside of the store looks like, and it just looks exactly like a Walmart. That's crazy. Yeah, it's just a Walmart. That's wild.
Link. PH0NES. Terminated, stop posting links warning.
Oops. Hold on.
One time I went to a Walmart and there was shit on the ground in the walls.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
In the bathroom.
I didn't know Walmarts used to be 24/7 here, but they're not as much anymore. But we do still have 24/7 grocery stores here. It's just there's only one of them there's only like a few of them that are. So, also, sorry, I'm going to the Nightbot so I can share the...
Also, guys, I made these emotes.
Oh yeah, phones also made those emotes as well. So if you guys ever want emotes, you know, and there he is. You can always...
Well, most things open at 6 a.m.
Most things open at 6 a.m. Same here, that's what I'm saying, but we have 24/7 grocery stores here. It's just Walmart, like your version, like our version of, like, so instead of Asda here, we have Walmart, and then, like, that's our version
Replying to PH0NES.
of...
Also, guys, I made these emotes colors 28, surprised colors 28, confused colors 28, dork colors 28, angry colors 28.
Yeah, 6 a.m. or 10 a.m. Yeah, we have 24-hour, like, stores, but Walmart is not one of them. Walmart is basically like, or your so Asda, where you live, is like our Walmart. That's great, because it's just the exact same. Oh, damn, you did make Yowie. Cool. Hold on. Probably have to be real careful when I show, like, Yowie stuff on Twitch, but it's whatever. This is so fucking weird. I'm not like, it's not that bad, it is odd. Oh. I forgot I put that as a freaking as a notification. Oh Jesus. That's so funny. You don't have to watch my stream. If you are tired, you should sleep. I do love. Anyway, I don't know if I could show that for very long, unfortunately, but oh hey, look, it's the guy from it's Alan. There we go. Yeah, it's Alan. Oh yeah, I love smiling friends. I don't know why he's walking in the middle of the street though. Isn't neat?
Sleeping is overrated.
I don't know what's going on here, but man, how'd you get a real picture of me, man? Shoot, on the, like, my gosh, on the left hand side. Sleeping is overrated. No, it's great. I hate sleeping so much, though, unfortunately. Hate that I have to sleep a lot, but you gotta do it. It is a necessary thing. Anyway.
Sorry, new buttons.
Nah, you're fine. Alright. Anyway, moving on. Alright.
Now, to the average person that doesn't draw, this seems normal, and this would calm any doubts they might have. For experienced
So there was this
artists,
guy in my class, and I made it a point that in one class both me and my
for a
friend didn't
second.
want to sit next to him cause he has been calling people retards in his face. Not really any punishment, so I didn't want to sit next to a guy who might call me a fucking retard.
Hold on, what? Let's see. So there's this guy in my class, and I made it a point that in one class, both me and my friend didn't want to sit next to him because he has been calling people retards and has faced not really any punishment, so I didn't want to sit next to a guy who might call me a fucking retard. Yeah, well, I mean, you want to know who uses that language? Fucking Asmongold. World of Warcraft players. The biggest losers that ever exist, by the way. It's like, he's a World of Warcraft, or he's probably not a World of Warcraft player, but he gets his language from Asmongold. I already know exactly where he gets it from. You know, the only person that really, like, does that is, like, either people that are him, or people that, like, are fans of him, or people that, like, are a part of that World of Warcraft era. Don't get me wrong.
My mom is a World of Warcraft player.
Yeah, we were all, well, let me be honest. We were all, like,
When you said you know who else uses that language, I thought you were gonna say my dad for 5 seconds.
No. The problem, like, the issue with the whole thing is, like, we came from the Xbox era, right? People my age or older, older than me, we all came from the Xbox era, right?
I mean, he does, but
use, like, a bunch of people use the word retard, fag, like, you know, obviously cursed all the fucking time, but was another unacceptable one, like, I don't know, there was a lot, like, obviously the N-word all the fucking time when they were white as hell, you could tell.
Sounds English.
It's like, yeah, it's all of the type of people that, like, any type of slur that existed, like, people used to use, like, all the time on, like, in the Xbox days. The problem about that, though, is that, like, the problem, like, with that now is just where, like, you should be mature enough to stop using those slurs because you're not a fucking kid anymore. Like, you're not, or it's not even that time anymore. Like, the reason why why people used it before was because they didn't understand why that shit was offensive in the first place. But nowadays, we do know why it's offensive, and the people that
And then he
still-
tries to say when I ask him if he ever thinks about what he is saying, he says I can say whatever he wants and then gets mad that my personal favorite teacher, quote-unquote, picks on him for telling him not to call somebody a retard for accidentally spitting on him.
Okay,
Replying to
y'all,
which I concur
chill
with
with the
Sounds English.
notifications.
What? Color's American, not British.
Let's see. Hold on. And he tries to say when I ask him if he ever thinks. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just annoying because I know exactly who he gets it from. Because if kids use that type, like use slurs like that now, they got it from a YouTuber. I know exactly what happened because it's not a thing that's in your guys' language anymore. Like, I hate to, like, people may not think that, but a lot of these slurs or a lot of the bad things that people used to say all the time, like, it's just a thing you guys just don't do that much. It's not like a word that you guys use in your language unless a YouTuber taught it to you, right? Like, and the funniest thing is, it's not even the fact that you guys are like, what do you call it? It's not even the funniest fact that the people that you also, that like these people are influenced off of are like older than me. Let me be honest. They're older than me, or they're the same age as me. And like, if they still use it and they're younger than me, then they're definitely somebody that got it off of somebody older than me. Like, they got it off of millennials, right? That was a thing, like, that people got off of millennials in the first place, right? It was a language that people got off of Gen X and millennials, and they decided to, like, and then you guys started using it. But the funniest thing is, it's like,
Good night, you are talking about boring topics. I still hear FAG a lot. I had to say that or the Twitch would make me disintegrate.
you're talking about boring topics. Well, I'm talking about like language, like just like language that involves like how do you say it, like how our language has like why people use slurs, or why younger audiences use slurs now. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry if it's boring to you. I know that's probably boring, but it's true. Like, you guys learn a lot of languages, like bad habits off of us, and we're like far older than y'all. We're far older
Indeed, the
than
language.
minors, you know? Well, we're far older than y'all, so it's like a lot of the things we use is not really a thing that you guys just
Diddy.
learn on your own. Let me say that. Hi, Qualf. How you doing? How was work? If you didn't work today, how was errands? And if you didn't do errands today, how's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Yeah, it's like you guys just don't learn a lot of stuff. Like, you don't learn that kind of language on
Last
your
week was
own.
horrible.
Uh-oh. What happened last week? Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's definitely learned off
Well,
of
first
like
my friend didn't show up.
YouTubers and shit, so. First my friend didn't show up.
Assuming ages I see.
Didn't show up, assuming ages, I see. Well, I mean, if you are under the age of 30, then yeah.
The every fucking account I own got hacked and sent spam to everyone I know.
Every fucking account I owned got hacked. No way, really? What? Wait, does that mean your Discord got hacked too?
Then after that some fucker stole my debit card.
Jesus Christ, that I'm sorry to hear that
Cough,
happen
and then you're
to
under
you.
30.
I
Yeah, but I
am
got the
under
accounts
30.
back.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry. Let me say under okay. I am 26, right? Like I am getting to my 30s, right? If you are nowhere near like your 30s right now, then like, you know, if you're nowhere near your 30s, like it's very, that language doesn't really like isn't a thing that you guys just have naturally. Let me say that. You know, a lot of the slurs that exist, a YouTuber taught it to you. I would know that, you know.
Replying to Quelf.99. Then after that some fucker stole my debit card. What? I'm sorry to hear that, Quelf. Double frowny face. I hope you get your stuff back. I do want to say I'm getting fucking mocked because I spoke up about how I'm uncomfortable sitting next to a guy who may again call me a fucking retard. Okay, I'm done now.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Who's getting mocked? Or you're getting mocked by like who though? Who is mocking you? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Considering the current parental approaches, such occurrences are hardly unforeseen. Furthermore, it is my considered opinion that adults are rendering the internet increasingly accessible to juveniles, thereby diminishing the erstwhile stringency of yesteryear.
Yeah.
Me my fucking classes.
Your whole class is mocking you? For what? For somebody using a slur? I don't know, dude. Yeah, these kids definitely don't have their own identity for sure. And that's also a crazy thing. Like, it's always interesting because if, it's wild to the fact that when I was younger, like,
Like most of the class is cause I'm uncomfortable as fuck near him.
everybody was like rebellious in the fact that like that you were supposed to be rebellious against like the big man, you know, rebellious against like big corpos and shit. And now it's like it feels like be rebellious is now against like be against your own people, which is always so fucking weird to be rebellious towards. So I don't know. That's always another thing. So I always feel it's always just weird. Like it really should not be a thing that that your gen should even be doing, or that your like age range should even be doing, or like talking like in the first place. But I don't know, YouTubers are everywhere. I mean, shit, man. If it really comes to it, you know, give the classic, like, oh, nice opinion, did a YouTuber give it to you? You know, it's a pretty goddamn good fucking scenario. I've definitely talked to my friend about this shit. Like, I've talked to a guy that, like, that has been, like, under the fucking umbrella
My
of,
parents
like...
were talking about using the car I'm planning on buying as a family car.
Really? No, that's your car. If you bought it with your own money, unless they're paying the insurance on it. If they're paying the insurance on it, then sorry. They probably do have a little bit of the right to use it. If they're paying partial the insurance on it, for sure. So
Also, can we all just realize and talk about how PPL are forgetting about the fact how what you say has consequences? Because I go on something like, I don't know, let's chat. And I hear PPL say, trigger warning, I'm gonna r hashtag PEU, like I'm sorry, but do you understand what you say online will affect your future?
Oh, for sure. Nowadays, it's heavily monitored. I don't think a lot of people do anymore. I'm not gonna lie. People just don't think that, because people think that this is old internet and, you know, corpos can't, like, you know, things just don't, they don't.
Yeah, but they are trying to make sure they pay the insurance and putting the car in their name.
They're trying to make sure they pay the insurance and putting the, oh, they want, I mean, really. I'm not gonna lie, if they are putting the money in the insurance, if they are paying the insurance, then sorry. They kind of have a reason to use it, like, to use it as well. Because it is kind of like, insurance is expensive.
Like in the future. Your boss will see what you've said online in the past.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Nowadays, definitely. You know, back then, probably not, but yeah, nowadays, yeah, you just
I
don't
already pay
have
them
that
insurance for driving
freedom.
their car.
Pay them insurance for driving their car? Oh, really? Okay, wait. So does
It
that...
ain't even my whip.
So wait, hold on. Why? Because you're not using their car, right? Wait, hold on, for driving their car. Yeah. So, but when you have your own car, like, then you're just having to pay partially for your like, you're having to pay partially for the insurance that they're also
To be
paying.
honest, parents need to set more boundaries on the internet to their children. My mom just found out my little sister was pretending to be 17 on the internet and online dating some dude. I'm gonna say this again. Parents need to see the apps children are downloading. I feel like parents now are just letting kids go off the hook with the internet. Some parents need to understand that your child under 13 is in a very unsafe space and maybe in a threatening situation that could cause trauma. Holy yap.
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I 1000% agree with you, for sure. I do think that it should be like, I do think that parents really should be paying attention to what their kids are on, right? Like, I mean, people don't think that it's possible, but I'm like, well, think about it this way for just a second. It's like, if a ton of
My uncle offered to let me register it with him, and since he lives in Iowa, I can get $600 a year insurance.
Oh my god, that's a lot of insurance. Oh wait,
And my parents are
$600
super
a
ultra
year?
against that for some reason.
That's crazy. super ultra against it. Well, it's not their car, so it's not their choice. That doesn't mean you have to share it with your uncle, but again, it's not their choice. You know, it's your car. You can do whatever you want with it.
He is in Iowa.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I also say on Roblox VC I have yet to see someone get banned for saying the N-word, meanwhile I'm getting banned for saying women are important in society. I'm nowhere near him.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Corporations will just wherever the money is, or whoever has the most amount of money, they'll end up what do I call it? Corporations will always appeal to the highest common denominator, or the like most bottom of the barrel, like people that have the most amount of money. And unfortunately, the racist, sexist, homophobic, like jackassery people, those are the people that have the money that corporations are taking out of. So unfortunately, saying like words like gay and shit now can get you banned because, you know, having people having civil rights is now considered, you know, is now a thing that they censor because it makes the most money, or because it makes the most money for allowing people to be the biggest dipshits in the world. So, and sadly, that's just the internet right now. You know, it was like that. The reason why it wasn't like that before was because, like, at the time, we were the people that, you know, corporations were appealing to. But now corporations are now appealing to, like, some absolute jackasses. So, and I don't think it will change for a while. So, they're censoring us just like, you know, they're censoring us now. And that's just how it goes for now. I don't want to be like all doomy, but that's just how it's going at the moment. You know, corporations kind of rule the world right now, so just kind of gotta deal with it until things change. So, but in order for things to change, we also have to be a part of, like, the chaoticness that is, like, fucking giant billionaires. So.
I am back.
Welcome back. How you doing? How is Asda going? Find everything you need so far?
What the fuck?
What? What are you saying what the fuck for?
Speaking of Roblox. I still use it. I know point and laugh whatever, but literally their moderation plan is so stupid. Putting specific PPL in groups depending their age is extremely harmful. I'm not saying that doing something like that is a bad thing. I'm saying it's a bad thing BC they use AI to decide on what age you are based on your face. Which this could make predators be able to prey on children way easier than usual.
Oh yeah,
Never made it.
1000%.
Apparently I have watched 81 hours of you. I gotta get a life man TT.
Get a life, man. Dude. Okay, but that's like 81 hours over, like, how long,
I once again forgot
though?
I gave you my OC to put on your head and said to myself, oh, they have an OC that's similar to mine, and then I realized LOL.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, it also, you know, it's not, we consume a lot of media, let's be fair here. And, you know...
Over I guess since last summer.
What? Over I guess since last summer. So it's been like at least a good solid like 8-9 months. So that's not bad, because that means, like, if you actually spread it over the span of you know, if you spread
I also think this bus stop might explode because of the wing.
Wait, what do you mean might explode? What?
Wind. Apparently I have also only watched 82 hours of Twitch.
Yeah, okay.
I wonder who got my other hour.
I wonder who as well. Let's see, over, like, the span of, what, like, 8 months? So, I mean, 10 hours over a full month. So that's not bad. That's okay. That's very
Use the
low
flash brush,
watch
or the
hours.
jiggle his ass cheeks brush. Choices.
That's fine. That's not a lot of hours anyway. You also have to recognize you've been listening to me in the background most of the time, so you've been productive. And like on top of it as well, I also stream when like you also luckily y'all didn't get me this time, but my fucking headphones like fucked up by that with that. Yeah, so I'm like you ended up like watching, you know, you ended up like, you guys say that you only watch me when you guys can't do anything anyway, so you're not wasting any time. You're just listening to something, you're just watching something that you enjoy with your free time, which is fine, you know. But, you know, it's up to you guys, so.
It is 1:12 a.m. I guess.
Yeah, and there's that, you know. It's
But I
1
could
in
be
the
sleeping.
morning. Yes. And that's also true. If you need to sleep, then sleep. I do tell you guys that. If you do need to sleep, then you should sleep. You know. It's like, I encourage it every time, but you guys don't like,
You're not
like
wasting any
doing
time.
that.
A little birdie named myself remembers you saying in the past you think that you're wasting our time.
Not wasting your time. I know.
You need to listen to your own advice too.
I do. I know. I need to listen to my own advice? What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I know.
Sleep when you get tired.
I've gotten like, I say it. I know, I've gotten peer pressured into saying that I'm not wasting your guys' time, but like, you know, I've
WDY, I'm
thought
sleep, my
about
OCB
it,
sleeping for
so-
my on your head there.
But and sleep, my OCB is sleeping on your head there. Yes, but you physically aren't. The hell happened here? Why did it just duplicate it? It duplicated it twice.
I figured out a solution to the parents stealing my car thing. She's sleeping for me 3.
I guess. Nah, that doesn't count. Okay. This is here, right? Why is this duplicated now? I didn't duplicate this.
I gotta get a Reagan Bush 84 sticker. Wait, what?
Reagan Bush 84 sticker. That's a fucking hell of a sticker. Jesus Christ, yeah. And the guy's dead, so he doesn't make any money from it anymore. Thank God. Can't fucking over everybody in life. The hell? Why is that there too? Okay. Why is this all fucked up now?
Old enough that I don't give a shit, but conservative enough my mom would tweak out.
Sorry guys, this is all my doing. Fuck, oh yes, daddy, come yeah, semen all over my body.
Horny daddy. Horny daddy. Yeah. Horny daddy. Horny daddy. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Is she a real conservative, or is she like the conservative that likes this current regime? Because those aren't conservatives, those are authoritarians. Very different, you know.
No.
Those are like,
Thank God I have headphones.
yeah, because
You don't get it. She's woke.
she's woke.
Add 1 to the counter,
Ah.
you said the thing is.
Got it. So she's like the right wing woke. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so she's like the Christian woke person, like the new woke. That's right. Okay. Yeah. That's always
Is it parasocial and bad to say you laughing at my art makes my day? No, she's left-wing woke.
In what way exactly? Oh, okay, so she's just as bad. Okay, wait. So she's like okay. Let me be let me try to figure this out. Is
That's why
she
genius.
one of those main how you say it? Is she one of those people?
She wouldn't be caught dead in a Reagan Bush car.
Okay. Is she one of those like people that are
Like it makes me feel happy and proud, BC, it made you laugh.
yeah, is it like the mainstream what do you call it? Is it like the people that try to pretend like they were like allies with us in mainstream, but then the moment
Also, some
that
parents
they
are just shitty. My friend who is in a different school than me is getting heavily bullied.
but
His
then,
school is most literally known for their bullying. His parents aren't doing anything about it, nor his teachers, counselors, principal. Yeah, well, I do know that kids had it worse in the early 2000s with bullying, but my friend has had horrible mental health from these bullies.
hold on. I'm sorry. I'll get to that in just a sec. Is she one of those people that like, cuz
This is
Here-
part 2 of what I said cause Twitch won't let me send. Trigger warning, he's been on the thread of fucking killing himself. Some schools and parents are so fucking bad it makes me mad. Haha, I'm a poet.
Yeah, I just have to know if she's like if she's like one of those, because here's always the interesting thing about like the quote unquote woke thing that they're talking about, is the fact that they also like to the ones they are talking about are the people that are mainstream people that pretend like they actually care about civil rights, but then they only care about the attention that our movements get, and then don't understand the whole reason why our movements exist in the first place, or why they happen in the first place, and like the reason why, like, you know, and there's a difference between like an actual ally and there's a difference between an ally and then like an ally that's like just doing it for the attention, right? She's the type to hop on trend. Yeah, exactly. So yes, so she's the type of person that used to hop on trends when being gay was okay by that point. Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, that type of shit, you know. She misgenders people a lot. Of course she does. That can happen sometimes, to be honest. It's just don't keep doing it. You know, it's like, it's okay, like I said. It's like, it takes time to get used to, but again, you do figure it out after a while, like after somebody, like, you may mess up their pronouns a few times, but then you don't do, as long as you don't do it on purpose, it's okay, you know? So it's like, you know, I sent that normal, if you don't know. I gotcha. Hold on. There are people who have been trans that we know for years. She still misgenders them. That, is it accidental or is it on purpose? Like, is she getting all offended? Or is she just a person that's like, oops, sorry, my bad. And like keeps going? Because for years though, that's also kind of bad. That's not great.
I think she just doesn't care enough to bother changing over.
Yeah. And that's kind of also the problem. Yeah, there's my problem right there. That's literally what I'm talking about, is the fact that they don't give a shit. They don't care enough, right? Like, they don't actually care. They just care about the attention and pretending like they're a part of the mainstream. But they're just as bad as the fucking... They're just as bad as the people that, like, the new woke people that are, like...
OMG, I feel like I am having a dyslexic stroke. LOL, I can't read or type.
They're bad as, like, the new woke people that, like, that are the Christians that, like, pretend that they're Christian, but they've never
Okay, I need
read...
to copy my OC on your head there and eep, so yeah, night caller night, everyone else here.
Alright, you have a good night, Infamous. Where they never, like, copy, or where they never read, like, the Bible in their life, but then they say that they're Christians, but they only do that shit to oppress other people, right? To attack other people. And that's the problem with both sides, is the fact that there are just people on each side, like the main people that actually give a shit about what we're a part of, right? Or are actually a part of something. Like, they just pretend like they don't, like, you know, it's like they pretend like they care, but then in reality, they just, like, it's just, they don't actually help us with our actual, like, they don't actually help us trying to, like, get our message across, right? Or they just hurt other people. That's the problem we don't like about it. That's the reason why I'm kind of glad that, like, it's not as, like, interesting anymore. But the problem is, it also sucks as well, because then you just got, like, those same hateful people that were on our side now on their side. It's just, they're still there. Woke hasn't, like, you know, it hasn't gone away. It's just changed, you know? That's it. It's rebranded as something else. And it's like, even then, woke never existed. That's the worst part about it. It never existed in the first place. It's just a thing that it's just a thing the mainstream created, and a lot of people went along with it, and a lot of us went along with it because we're like, okay, whatever. It's like, whatever allows us to get our message across, but they just aren't the best with it at all. They're not very good with it. Mainstream people have never been good with our message. You know, they've never been good with whatever message is going across on either side, you know? And the funniest thing is, both sides that aren't on the extreme ends, like, can get along quite well. We get along very well. It's just the people that are on the extreme sides decide to attack us. It's like on whatever side decide to attack the other side, like, you know, like there's no other compensation they can like go with, or there's no middle ground you can go here, you know? It's like, it's very obvious that just, it's a form of respect sometimes, you know? And that's the problem. It's like, I can respect religion. It's like, so it's like, I can respect religion, and religious people can respect that. I like, can
Sorry, but
respect the
sometimes when I interrupt the
LGBTQ+
convo like this one, I
community.
feel like that one guy at the party that says a bad joke and the whole crowd looks at them like,
Let's see, sorry.
oh yeah, some girl in my band told me she was an ally, and then when I got together with my partner she said, oh yeah, you know, partner name is non-binary, right? You know her original gender is a girl, right? Since your original gender is girl and so is hers, that means you're gay. And I support that.
Yeah, that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Is like the fact that like it's just, yeah, that people that don't understand minority groups and then pretend to like, and then all of a sudden just change their perspective on minority groups in the first place just because they don't, like, they are not us, right? They don't have to pretend to be us. They can still be an ally and not be us, but like, stay the fuck out of our way when we are trying to actually
I'm
like
trans
do
masked too,
something,
like, dude, please.
right? I'm trans masked too, like, dude, please. Exactly. I'm like, it's just, it's like the simple fact is like, if you don't get it, you don't, like, if you don't get it, then just like stay out of the way until you do. Educate yourself on it. It's like, I know that taking the effort is not something that the mainstream people like doing, but this is the reason why we don't like that shit. Is just because of the fact that they hate, because they like, they send hate towards a side, or like, or attack a side for not being us, when in reality the whole fucking point is about love. Like, the whole point is about being peaceful. The whole fucking hippie thing of like, oh, peace and love, bro. Like, it's like, it started with the LGBTQ plus community doing that shit because, like, by the people that destroyed it. But, like, it's all about peace and love. That's the point of the community in the first place. And it's like, and then, like, having...
Held a message for using channel block terms. Allow will post it to chat.
And like, the problem is they love using us as tokens. Sorry, send that again. They love using us as tokens, but they don't love like actually committing to being like for us being tokens, right? Like, it's annoying. They use us, and then they
Held a message for using channel block terms. Allow will post it to chat.
and then they get mad that like hippie to, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that. Yes, hippie to freaking, you know, mug a pipeline. Yeah, pretty much. It's annoying. It's so annoying because like it did feel like a lot of progress was happening, but at the same fucking time, it's like I get why people were frustrated.
Like, she
on the
literally
opposite
misgendered my
side.
partner and cheese. OOP.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
What are the terms you blocked?
I didn't block him. Twitch does it automatically. Remember our president, like, it's friggin' Twitch automatically does that shit. I can see the message, but if I, like, allow it, it will, what do I call it? If I allow it, it will, I could actually get in trouble with the bot, so I don't approve of it, but yeah, I don't prove it, like hit allow on it, but I can see the message and I'll read it out loud, you know? Yeah, it's just that, yeah. It's like those people they just want to hurt people, and the same people, yeah, it's the same people. I'm, you know, people want to get mad at me for that, but I'm like, it's the same people, you know? Mainstream people never really get the point. You know, they don't get the point that it's like, that there's a reason to each cause, and they don't want to put in the effort to the cause sometimes. Which is, you know... Which, funny enough, is ironically the most American thing, is just to be a greedy asshole. You know, so... That's just what they're doing, so...
I'm sorry, but could we play the video?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we got way off topic. I apologize.
Like she literally misgendered my partner and I on purpose and is like, yeah, that's your original gender, so that's your relationship status. That means you are gay. Like, first of all, I'm trans mask.
Yeah.
Second of all, my partner is non-binary. Neither of us are girls. I'm a boy, sure, but they're not, so we aren't gay.
Yeah, the whole fucking point is she's not lesbian, gay, bi, trans, asexual, any of that shit. So how the fuck would she even know?
This is a certified ADHD moment.
And, like, that's the thing, too. Like, before this, as well, did she ever, like, just ask her, it's like, do you actually know a gay person? Have you actually just sat down and just talked to somebody of the same community about these issues? Hell, do you even have a minority friend in your life? You know? Have you actually sat down and talked about these issues? Because they actually will tell you every little problem that exists with this shit. It's like they even are frustrated, like we are frustrated with the mainstream people. We don't like mainstream people, just like the other side doesn't, right? Mainstream people just make shit worse sometimes. It's like, it's not fun. And it's like, it's okay to be like away from the mainstream sometimes. So.
A very messy process initially. There's no such thing as just drawing perfect lines and calling it there. This is why it's been so much harder to prove if someone's actually using AI, and it's been getting to a point where some people are able to slip through the cracks long enough to garner a huge following.
Yeah, that as well. It is probably harder for people to understand, like, speed drawing, like speed art, what I call it, oh my god, whatever it's called, the fucking time-lapse things where you, like, draw over, like, where you draw a drawing and then, like, it shows, like, how you did it. Yeah, that kind of shit, like, or it shows, like, what you're doing. Speed paint, thank you, yes. It's hard to, like, you know, it's probably unusual to a person that, like, that has never seen speed paints before, or, like, isn't an artist and doesn't recognize that you have to, like, delete a bunch of shit in order to, like, draw, like, in order to make a good drawing. But people don't really notice that in speed paints if they are not familiar with being an artist.
I'm tired of drama about this or that. So
For this
here's an
video,
interesting
of course,
video about an
we're
old artist
talking
from a long
about
time
none
ago.
other than
Well, this isn't a drama thing. This is like it's got drama in it, but it's not based off of drama. It's not just a specific creator. It's showing, like, how scammers have adapted. It's using this person as an example. So it's using this person as an example of, like, what they've been doing, and it's fucking insane.
Asami Arts, someone who has garnered almost 100,000 followers on their page that they barely made a year and a half ago, while managing to build a big, loyal audience.
Which, yeah, getting an audience within a year and a half is fucking bonkers. That's amazing to even, like, that's just pure luck at its finest if somebody does get that.
Now, seeking to expose someone like this is no small feat, but Teru, an experienced artist, went above and beyond to show everyone that Asami was tracing AI. They were not legitimate, even though they were charging money for commissions. On December 1st, 2025, they would post, "Asami Arts is tracing AI." This is an account with nearly 100,000 followers who has been taking dozens of commissions through VGen. Here is the evidence. And my god, does this document provide proof. It goes deep into the most minute details imaginable while presenting everything in such an amazing way. I almost shed a tear by how well this document was formatted, especially after the awful last few we've looked at. And seeing how AI unfortunately doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon, this means that issues like this will keep happening on an even greater level, so it's important for us to understand what to look for and why this is such a big deal. This is why I figured that we had to talk about it, but also because later on we would get one hell of a twist. The artist being accused would end up posting a very convincing looking time-lapse that proves their innocence. And as many people were starting to think that the person who wrote the document only did so out of jealousy, a day later, this same time-lapse would get community.
Oh, did I? Fuck. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Noted. This really isn't your typical artist drama, okay? There's a lot of ups and downs here. It's one hell of a roller coaster, so strap in. You're gonna need it. Let's do this. All right, so first things first, for you to really understand the gravity of the situation, we need to talk about what VGen is. It's a platform that was made by artists for artists. It has become very popular over the last few years, and it essentially allows you to have some sort of an open marketplace for artists. It initially started out as very popular within the VTuber community for models and whatnot, but now has everything from music to writing to physical goods. The advantage it gives to a client is the fact that they can come here and...
I've heard of a lot of problems that VGen has, but it's a place. It's got the same reputation as, like, as every other art website. So, you know, Fur Affinity has its problems too.
Commission
So
someone they know is verified by the website, someone legitimate. For the artists, on the other hand, this gives them way more protections than a website like PayPal does, while also giving them a very handy dashboard to keep track of multiple commissions. One
yeah, because you have to get approved for
of the
it.
things that make it appealing to commission someone on this website is the fact that it's a closed community. Not anyone can just create an account and make themselves an artist. No, they have to have an invite code. There are 6
I am
different
looking
ways to
into
get a
Reagan Bush
code,
stickers.
and none of them are easy. Additionally, even after you get a code, you only get verified on the platform
Looking into the Reagan Bush stickers, go for it. Why not?
after completing a very specific set of criteria. You have to have 10 followers, make $100 in the last
I can
30
get a replica
days,
from some
get
mega
3
store for like
reviews
$6
from different clients, and the review rating has to be above 4.6 out of 5. Once that happens, your profile gets reviewed by
I don't think so. I don't think they
Or an
would.
original one from 1984 for 12.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I'd be careful giving them your information though, because they because our little freaking, you know, our little fucking, our oh so great fucking government like tracks a lot of shit that's involves like that thing specifically.
an actual human being, which means if you have the verified badge, VGen personally took
I
the
think
time
the original
to
is the
review
way to
your
go.
profile. One of the things human reviewers look for is the fact
Most
that you're
likely.
actually drawing your own art. You're not using AI.
Gee,
And
which
that's
I
to
had
be
an idea,
expected.
but
One
I'm
of the
not sure
first
about it
things
since
you
you
see
don't
when
like
you
a
go to
music
VGen's
artist.
website is the sentence, "All human artists welcome." That's because VGen's stance on AI is pretty much what every artist stance is.
Yeah, and that's already fucking sweet, is the fact that VGen itself is like anti-AI, which, not gonna lie, for how I've heard VGen was for a while, it didn't sound like they would do that, but
My train was fucking cancelled.
your train was canceled? Oof. Sorry to hear that happened to you. I hope you can get to work on time. Shit. Sorry that happened.
What if I drew you as the Lemon Demon Spirit phone album cover?
Lemon Demon Spirit phone album? That's a hell of a specific thing. That'd be sweet. I don't know. I don't know what I would do, honestly. I have no idea what I can like.
War rendering this drawing is so tedious. Oh really? I thought you hated Lemon Demon.
Hated Lemon Demon? Are you talking about... No, I'm not talking about the Friday Night Funkin' Lemon Demon. I'm talking about, like, the actual... Like, I don't hate the band Lemon Demon, I just don't like their music that much. I don't hate them, their music isn't that great, honestly. If I
Yeah, me
hated
too.
them,
I'm
it would
talking
be
about the
something
music
different.
artist. Do I be 30 minutes late or 30 minutes early?
Do I be 30 minutes later? 30
I was talking to
minutes
some
early?
European girl and she was complaining about the $1 billion renovation to their subway system.
30 minutes late or 30 minutes early? A good question. I
I ride on
not
fucking
know.
trains from the 60s.
Trains from the fucking 60s, that's funny. She was complaining about the $1 billion renovation to their subway system. That's interesting. I really, really wish we had trains here. That would be nice. That would be nice. We have like bullet trains, the same ones that Japan does. Oh man. If we had an infrastructure like Japan, oh boy, would that be awesome. Have a nice infrastructure, nice like trains, nice everything. Ooh, man. That'd sound like heaven. I know I could technically move to Japan, but learning Japanese is a pain in the fucking ass. Like, and not just like a pain
I
in
would
the
give a
ass,
fun
it's
fact about the metro I
really
take.
hard to learn. So, give a fun fact.
But it would
They'll
dox my
only
location.
accept it if it's 100%
Yeah, don't do that.
opt-in, which means they can give their consent for their art to be used to train models, all while giving credit to people contributing to AI models and giving them royalties because it's their art and they deserve to get paid for it. AI currently doesn't do any of these things. They just took art without anyone's consent and used it for their models without crediting anyone or giving them any compensation.
Yep, I'm
and while this
already
all sounds
aware of
wonderful
this.
on paper, even having a human reviewing your
Yeah, I have to
profile
think a
for
lot to not
AI,
dox myself.
reality is kind of a different story. There have been many AI tracers that have made it through the cracks of VGen's verification team, and one of those people is
And yeah, that's bound to happen at least a few times because like, especially with how good they've gotten, like, or with how like, it's bound to at least happen because there's probably some people that like, because I'm gonna let you know this now, or a lot of people know this now. A lot of the people that manage these websites they're not artists themselves. Like the people that manage the Reddits, the people that manage people that manage web, like, you know, the Reddit sites, the websites, like the fucking, like the art websites and like social medias and anything like that, right? Anything that involves like creation of creative work usually is always run by people that aren't creative themselves. People may find that odd, but they aren't. It's like, it's just a very high chance that they're not.
Well, honestly, you only need to learn key things about new languages. For example, some important ones are, where's the bathroom? How much does this cost? Thank you. Then once you learn those in the new language, you can make your way to learning it more and more.
Yeah.
I have a fun fact that will only dox what side of the country I'm on.
Yeah.
Well, I am a try find a platform.
Yeah, like it's don't get me wrong, every single place that has art websites, it's just the artists themselves, like artists themselves, sorry. Like that has like place where people can share media. It's always run by people that aren't artists. It's always been like that. I hate to say it, but it has always been like that. Like like Fur Affinity is not run by artists at all. And you could tell that by that, like with a lot of their rules that they put in at one point, you could tell that, right? With
The guy who did the intercom
there
announcements from my train came out as trans semi recently.
the guy who did the intercom announcements from my train came out as trans semi recently. I don't know why you would even do that out in public. Like why you would, I don't know, like why you would announce that to your train. Like, what do you mean? So he just he just announced it to his coworkers, or he just did like.
No.
Hold on,
It's pre-recorded.
It's pre-recorded. Huh. Oh, okay. I'm so bizarre. I don't know. And what
They
did
didn't
he
announce
do?
it on the train.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So he just announced it to his like coworkers. Okay, that's fine. Or people that that he knows closely. That's better. Yeah. I know that sounds odd, but if somebody were to
I remember when I stayed in a 7-hour color stream. That was fun.
Yes.
Ad.
I was trying to do that today, but my fucking head was demolishing me. So. Oh, sweet, an ad. Okay. I'll be back then. I'm gonna go take a piss. God damn it. Damn, that ad was way too fast. I swear that ad was supposed to last like 30 seconds.
I don't get ads.
Yeah, I know you
LOL.
don't. Whatever. I'm gonna go take a piss anyway. I'll be back. I promise. I'll be back.
I have an ad blocker, so I just see chimerical break in progress. Over a blue background. Wait, I sent haggis illegal in the USA. WTF autocorrect. What?
Hold on, let me get some water.
Is haggis not illegal in the USA? I think it is. It's illegal to import. You can still make it, I think.
Okay. Sorry.
No, it's
I am
illegal.
back.
I don't think so.
Alrighty. What the hell was? Alright. I'm a Gnotic Gnelf. I'm a
I know you
Gnotic.
can't import it.
I know you're a Gnotic Gnoblin.
Something
I'm a
evil in me took over. I'm so
gnome.
sorry.
And you've been doomed. Alright, anyway.
Link. PH0NES, you done. Stop posting links warning.
Alright. I know I usually like go into Nightbot, but this time I'm ignoring that one. I'm sorry, phones. Unless it's Magma. You know what? I'll look at it. No, it's not. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm skipping that one, phones. I apologize.
Is none other than Asami Arts. They joined Twitter in August 2024, and their
You
whole
don't have
point
to.
has been to present art in a more
It's haggis.
parasocial form. You see, the whole point here is that Asami is the owner of this profile and is posting suggestive arts of herself. Most of these pictures will also have captions,
I think.
and those too will be suggestive.
Yeah, and again, the NSFW art, like, nothing wrong with making it. It's just, in this case, yeah. She's clearly, like, baiting Gooners, but this is not the part. It's weird, but again, people gotta make money in some way, shape, or form, so, sorry, I don't feel bad if people
Asami
do
was
that
able to
shit.
garner one hell of a community fairly quickly with a very high engagement rate. For example, this
Which usually NSFW artists always do. If you're somebody that's, like, especially if you do, like, fetish stuff, it's, like, a very high chance that you will get, like, you will get an audience very quickly, and it will be very large if you continue doing it. It is very easy to garner an audience when you are a fetish NSFW artist, and like it's always going to happen because they're only able to be in very limited places. So, and unfortunately, Gooners just like that shit too much. So,
Color is haggis illegal as the USA. NSFW artists try not to get called gross even thought it's your job challenge, level impossible. My mom complains about not making money from her art. I said she gotta become a furry artist.
mom complains about not making money. She's got to become a furry
She got kinda
artist.
upset.
Well, here's the problem. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's like the case anymore, because furries kind of, you know, I
LMAO.
don't know if this is entirely true, but man, dude, I don't know. I don't know how the relationship is between furries and artists right now, but I don't think it's very good anymore. I don't know. The fact that furries are IT guys, it's just like, and us shitting on AI constantly. I think furries of like, you know, the IT furries are like being little bitches, and like it's been, you know, and they're all pissy because like we've gotten what do you call it? We've gotten a group of people, or we've gotten like companies to like create like a no gen AI logo that's like going to be industry used at one point. And oh boy, man, were they not happy about that shit. Like, it's hilarious, and I think it's funny that people are mad that labels are being fucking, you know, that these labels exist, even though they should exist. And they're trying to hit us with the, oh, well, you know, AI can be used in artistic form. And I'm like, yeah, but we know the type of AI that people are going to put, that people, like, are talking about when they put no-gen AI. So, you know, but we've already talked about that, so.
This post with the caption, "Do you think it suits her?" in which we can see the character Asami wearing some fairly revealing clothing, has hundreds of thousands of views and over 26,000 likes. This essentially is any artist's dream, right? To post something like this on their profile and receive this much engagement. And yet here was Asami posting art almost daily, always getting a whole lot of engagement.
Yeah, and that's also another suspicious thing. If an artist is posting daily, be very, 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 very suspicious of them. Because they have to have a fucking, especially if they're an NSFW artist, yeah, be very suspicious. Because that is not common. If they do post daily, it's always something, it's gotta be something very simple, you know? Because there are artists that do on occasion, but it is rare. It is very, very rare that an artist posts on the daily. So
And so they wasted no time
So when I start scamming
whatsoever
Gooners with
opening
AI
up
art.
commissions and charging $120 for half.
Only post every 3 days.
post every 3 days. Yeah, I mean, even then, that's
Noted.
still a little suspicious. But yeah, I mean, that's the problem. It's like, it's gotta.
Did you know that warning in French is advertisement? Cool fun facts, haha. So cool. Totally.
Warning in French's advertisement. Yes, I actually did know that. I used to take a French class from a very French person that really hated Quebec for some odd reason. Yeah.
Body and up to $150 for full body, opening up a VGen and getting a verified badge. But that's not all. Asami would also have a fan box in which they posted some, I mean, at this point it wasn't suggestive anymore, it was just straight up NSFW drawings.
Yeah, I mean, again, do it with that, it's whatever. He's trying to make like a big deal out of it, but I'm like, I don't know. That's fine. That's just a artist being an artist.
The lowest tier to access these NSFW drawings was around $4 a month, with the highest one being $13 a month.
$4 a month for NSFW stuff also is not uncommon as well. There are many artists that usually do it for that low because of the fact that, like, you know, they do that for the fact that, you know, to be able to pay, or to be able to pay their bills, you know? So, that's not surprising. So, people like jerking off, bro. Like, what else can I say?
Judging by the likes and comments, they made a pretty penny. I mean, of course they did. They had found the most profitable way to make money on the internet, being parasocial. Look at this comment on the teaser.
Yeah, I
they
learned that from the
posted.
back of a FNAF Nintendo Switch game container. I'm starting to draw you, and the more I draw you, the more I realize your hairline isn't a real thing, and at this point it's just a line. Oh yes, I am gonna be early.
My hairline is gonna be a real... My hairline isn't a real thing at this point. It's just a line. Oh yeah, for sure. Be early. Nice. Hell yeah. Back of a FNAF Nintendo Switch game container. What? I did not know that.
I will stab you, autocorrect.
Yeah, the what do you call it? The parasocial, like, it's kind of funny he's trying to bring up, like, the instance of being like, oh my gosh, well, this NSFW artist is trying to create a parasocial relationship with these gooners, and I'm like, bro, okay, one, they're gooners. Two, it's like, two, again, in this kind of context, if you are a person jerking off to porn and you think that this person has a genuine, like, and the person that creates, like porn for thousands upon like, for literal millions of people by this point,
Did you
right?
know candy and cigarette butts say cigarettes cause cancer?
For millions of, Canadian cigarette butts say Canadian cigarettes cause cancer. I did not know that. Yeah, it's like, if you have literal millions of people,
It's what I noticed first when I was in Canada.
like, if you're doing it for literal millions of fucking people, like, creating porn for millions of people, it's on the person that consumes the porn's fault if they think that this relationship, like, if they think that they're having,
Shit,
like, a
Kohler, do
real
you have any pets?
relationship with this
I'm asking
person.
since in the album cover they have a cat they're holding.
I do not. I don't. So good luck with that. I mean, if you want to be real weird, no, that's too actually.
Well,
Speaking,
we gotta
of,
make it a fursuit head. Make the cat a smaller color.
I was gonna say you could just, how'd you say it? You could just draw Shenzi, and then I'm just in Shenzi's arms instead. But, you know, that's up to you. I don't know.
Oh random, but I had a weird ass dream last night. It was me walking around the downtown area in my area and I saw a drug dealer and he said, teenage girls shouldn't be wandering around down here. Then I said, I am not a fucking girl, and then the dream ended.
Sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't be fucking laughing at that, but that is really fucking funny. God damn it. Now that's some cartoon ass type like plot right there. It's fucking really funny.
I had a horrible nightmare 2 nights ago.
Oh no.
No, it was hilarious. I am laughing at it, RN.
Yeah. That is so cartoonish.
I had a CRT monitor in my room.
No shit. Like, what?
And I only used it to watch The Big Bang Theory.
Oof. Oh,
Worst dream ever.
That's rough. Oh, that's rough.
Of the 18 plus
Oof.
drawing.
It does instantly
I don't
become a
like this
nightmare by
one.
that point.
I don't like other people touching her. To which Asami replied with, "Ah, sorry, I actually meant to draw this as you. No one touches her, jealous boy. Don't worry." That person
Yeah.
would then reply with, "Ah, okay, then it's fine."
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's, again, it's, people are fucking weird, but again, like, that's the audience she has, and again, I wouldn't blame that person for, like, if they, like, I wouldn't blame a person that, like, creates NSFW stuff, like, appealing to the Gooner audience that's being parasocial. Like, by that point, they're being weird, and they know they're being weird, and, like, you know, it's not necessarily the responsibility
college is open at
of
7.
the artist by that point, right? But, you know. College is open at
Dude, my dreams
7.
are weird. I had a dream like yesterday where me and my friend were in a locked car in the middle of nowhere, then we saw a dog. And then the dog's body turned into an overly realistic body, but the dog head stayed. Then they walked over to the car, unlocked it, leaned into the car and started licking my friend. Then I woke up. I gotta hit the hay.
That is a
Night losers.
fucking creepypasta. Alright, you have a good night, Quelf. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Losers? What?
How did we get here? In any case, this all leads us to Teru, an actual artist that doesn't use AI that noticed Asami on their feed. You see, for the average person, Asami's drawings looked legitimate. There was nothing fishy about them. But for an experienced artist, someone who actually draws almost every day and knows what it takes to make something, Asami was definitely getting very fishy. Thing is, though, there's a lot of fishy artists out there. For Teru, though,
Yeah.
the reason why they didn't just block Asami and move on is because they noticed they were charging a minimum of $120 for just a simple sketch commission.
Yeah. It for a sketch as well. But again, NSFW artist.
Like imagine a
NSFW
furry,
artist.
but instead of like a normal cartoony fursuit head, it was a dog head with a naked human body.
Imagine a furry, but instead of like a normal cartoony fursuit head, it was a... Ooh, that is creepy. That is really creepy. That actually sounds about right, honestly. Yeah, it's like one of the creepypasta type, like, characters.
This would lead Teru quote tweeting
SCP type thing.
one of the time lapses that Asami had posted to prove they weren't using AI, all while saying, "Love it when people who trace AI post time lapses to prove that they are definitely not tracing, but then it looks exactly like someone who is tracing." Skull emoji. This was back in October 8th, 2025.
Yeah, creepypasta
On November
charters,
25,
coughs,
2025,
Andre,
Teru would
coughs.
quote tweet what we just saw, where they were calling out Asami Arts, and say, "Since it's been over a month and VGen did nothing about any of the multiple AI accounts I reported, I really have no choice but to warn people on Twitter instead. I'm not sure what other evidence they want you to submit to take action on AI tracers in their platform. Is it okay just because it's not fully AI but just traced over AI? Because in one case, it was traced not from AI, but another artist, as I
Oh,
recognized
one time I
the
had a dream
artwork
where a
was
random dude
traced
was
from
sniffing special powder off a table and then I said, "You know that's powdered sugar, right?" And he like melted.
That's just a shitpost. That's just shitposting by that point. Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, not only is this person... Okay, that's also kind of crazy, because this is that's probably also the reason why this person got caught, is because of the fact that they're also using someone else's art and, like,
Yeah, I don't know, my
importing-
dreams are just comedy movies.
and importing it into an AI and then, like, just color swapping it, and which is so odd because they could just, you know, like, just type in a prompt and then, like, copy that if they wanted to be, like, real scammy. I'm not, you know, endorsing that.
I just realized my headphones are gonna die.
I'm not endorsing that. I just think it's a little strange with, like, the strategy they used here. Like, the fact that they even stole art from another artist and then imported into the AI, and then was like, "Hey, AI, like, make a different pose of this," and then it did it. I'm like, okay, so now not only that, you're just you're already easily getting people to easily understand if you are stealing art or not, or tracing or not, because of the fact that, like, that you just told an AI to copy an exact same character as someone else. Like, that's already hella suspicious.
immediately. Or was it because the art they traced was not a commission delivered through VGen? So Teru was obviously perplexed here. How is it that VGen is anti-AI while their reports against people who actually
I had a dream where I was a
AI
werewolf
are
guy and I
doing
gave birth out
nothing?
of random.
And it's
Not the
like
usual
Teru
day.
was someone random. Back in August 20th, 2020,
A dream where I was a werewolf guy and I gave birth out of random. Jesus Christ.
25, they had posted a
Sounds
Google
terrifying.
Doc about the artist Misui, who also had another account by the name of Phone. They had very viral art and were growing at a ridiculous pace. But this document had essentially killed any shred of reputation they might have built overnight, providing an incredible amount of proof while also giving perspective from someone who's been drawing for 14 years. Not even 24 hours later, Misui would delete their entire profile off Twitter. Their other account has not posted since June of 2020.
Wait, hold on, what?
Just post
Hold on.
time simple sketch commission.
Okay,
This would
hold
lead Teru quote tweeting one of the time lapses that Asami had posted to prove they weren't using AI, all while saying, "Love it when people who trace AI post time lapses to prove that they are definitely not tracing."
Oh, okay, and then
But then it looks
they
exactly like someone who
delete
is
that same
tracing
post.
skull emoji. This was back in October 8th, 2025. On November
The fact that she also deleted that shit as well, like, is very suspicious, because, like, because honestly, that is already proof number one that that person, like, is clearly guilty if they're just deleting it, or just blocking the person rather than trying to disprove them. Because, funny enough, if you want to prove that you're an artist, you have to, you know, you can literally just prove that you're an artist. Like, you know, if I was like, you know, if somebody was like, oh man, this guy is, I mean, nobody really thinks that I use AI, but like, if somebody did and was like, oh man, this guy, like, you know, drew, like, this guy is, I don't know, stole, or, like, isn't actually drawing the character, all I really have to do is grab this little pen tool and then, like, record myself being like, all right, let me just draw a Shaggy real quick, and then I draw, like, a little Pepper, right? I draw, like, and then I just draw it, right? You know, and it's simple as that. Now, I know technically, like, AI can replicate that now, but, you know, it also, this stream also proves that shit, right? You could tell that I'm still, like, drawing the art. Like, it's very clear because of how many mistakes I'm making, how much I'm going back and forth between all these. Like, it's very clear that I'm doing all this, right? Like, I can literally copy and paste and show all of this very specific frames I have, and, like, all the mess ups and shit. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, there's a lot of ways to prove that you are an artist, you know, but, and your style is what it is.
2025, Teru would quote tweet what we just saw, where they were calling out Asami Arts, and say, "Since it's been over a month and VGen did nothing about any of the multiple AI accounts I reported, I really have no choice but to warn people on Twitter instead. I'm not sure what other evidence they want you to submit to take action on AI tracers in their platform. Is it okay just because it's not fully AI but just traced over AI? Because in one case, it was traced not from
BRBI may
AI,
go make a
but
video
another
convincing
artist
PPL
as
that
they
Color uses
recognized
AI to make
artwork
art
it
slash
was traced
joking.
from immediately.
Yeah,
Or was it
no.
because the art they traced was not a commission
I don't know, like, it would be very easy for me to disprove it, though. It's like, I don't know. Nobody's ever gonna accuse me of that shit, but, like, if they did, it would probably, like, it would be very easy for, like, the artist can easily disprove that they're not using AI because of, like, if you accuse somebody of it, it's easy for, like, artists to do that shit just because they have many other ways of proving. Like, because drawing is a long process. It takes, like, there's so many processes that you have to have, right? Like, there's so many processes that you need to have in order to show that you're, like, an artist, right?
If
like,
you can draw, you can do it on paper.
yeah, that too, but, like, on top of it as well, like, if you're, like an animatic artist like me, right? Like, all you have to really do for me in that sense is, like, I just have to show my keyframes and be like, all right, here you go. Here's my keyframes. Here's how I did it. And it's like, and then I just show all my layers, right? And boom, there you go. Like, that's just already proof that I'm, like, drawing this myself. You know? That's all it really is. You know, there's nothing really else. There's nothing else.
Have you heard
to
of the whole postal situation?
postal situation? What do you mean by that? So I'm gonna actually probably leave this here now. So I do actually recognize that if I show my layers, it probably, you know, probably will help y'all keep, like, understand where I am as well. Alright, anyway.
Delivered through VGen. So Teru was obviously perplexed here. How is it that VGen is anti-AI while their reports against people who actually are using AI are doing nothing? And it's not like Teru was someone random. Back in August 20th, 2025, they had posted a Google Doc about the artist Misui, who also had another account by the name of Phone. They had very viral art and were growing at a ridiculous pace. But this document had essentially killed any shred of reputation they might have built overnight, providing an incredible amount of proof while also giving perspective from someone who's been drawing for 14 years. Not even 24 hours later, Misui would delete their entire
Oh, yeah, okay, so... Okay, and Teru apparently has been doing this for 14 years, so that also helps.
profile off Twitter. Their other account has not posted since June of 2025. So seeing that VGen was not replying, was not doing anything about people who are so obviously tracing and copying other people's work, Teru would do it again. And on December 1st, 2025, they would post, Asami Arts is tracing AI. This is an account with nearly 100,000 followers who has been taking dozens of commissions through VGen. Here is the evidence, linking a Google Doc. This post has over 5 million views. It would somehow get ratioed by a quote tweet that does nothing but praise it for its incredible formatting. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a very big day if you're a Google Doci reader.
Wait, got ratioed. Did it? 2.8 million. Yeah. Oof. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, it got ratioed by the likes to dislikes.
Okay?
Great.
There are highlights,
likes to
links,
retweets.
arrows, GIFs that autoplay. Dude, sometimes there's gonna be a bunch of pictures everywhere, right? Text next to it or on the bottom or whatever, it would show you an arrow pointing to what they're referring to, either to the left or to the right or to the top. I could shed a tear. They even have art chronologically showing the progress. Oh my god. Not to mention the incredible table of contents on the left. Okay, fine. I'm done creaming my pants for now. Let's get into this. This document is 41 pages, but don't let that number scare you. Every page in this document is there for a reason. There's no wasted time. There's no filler. Additionally, a huge chunk of these pages is there to show you proof, images. It's not 41 pages of just straight yapping. And finally, it's
that always helps.
detailed. This document is a work of art, and I don't say this lightly.
Oh no, it's not 41 pages of just me. Oh darn. Ah shoot. Man, you guys are really in for like a non-treat.
The first page
then.
starts off big, listing everything that Teru is accusing Asami of doing. Teru starts off by saying, there's a big issue at the moment with artists tracing over AI while charging hundreds of dollars for commissions in platforms like VGen. This doc is regarding Asami Arts, formerly known as Drawing Asami, and it's meant to inform commissioners about ongoing tracer issues. I don't like making docs like this, I don't like accusing people of AI, and I hate scrutinizing others' art or questioning their skill. But at the moment, Asami Arts is staking $120 commissions through VGen while blocking anyone who questions if they use AI. I understand, it's very frustrating to have people constantly doubting your artistic skill, especially when it leads to unnecessary insults or harassment.
Which does happen to regular artists quite often already.
Document, I will show you why I believe the odds of Asami Arts tracing over AI are extremely high. Generally, there is always a pattern when people do this. The behavior these tracers exhibit always ends up being very similar.
Did I scare everyone away? Don't tell me no one's here. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, RWS, Running with Scissors, did a new game, and PPL are noticing that their banners and sprites seemed very AI. And the company they call Abed with made other games that were obviously very AI generated, and also let me M3 engine RWS is very against AI. After the whole debacle they stopped the whole game altogether and the company they call Abed with shuttered down their company. LOL it'd be, yeah AI is fucking terrible, someone, oh yeah my dream was I ate ahead, and they 41 pages would be you talking about the dreams. Nah I am here but not for long tunnel.
Okay. Let's see. RWS Running with Scissors did a new game and people are noticing that their banners and sprites, oh jeez. And the company they collabed with made other games that were obviously very AI generated, and also let me mention RWS is a very, very against AI. After the whole debacle, they stopped the whole game altogether, and they collabed with Shutterdown. Like collab with Shutterdown, their company. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all, but that's awful, and that kind of fucking sucks that they paid for a team. They had a distributor that just uses fucking AI. God, dude, it's always so annoying because it's like fucking. This is the reason. Okay, that's the reason why we need this no AI label thing anymore. Because it's like, this is the reason why we need this no AI label. Because it's like, because companies that do this shit, that are just scamming like people out of hard-earned cash, like companies, or just even like individual people that are scamming people with like AI garbage, like AI slop, people are getting really annoyed that their hard-earned cash is going towards some lazy idiot that just like types in a prompt and then just generates that shit. It's just annoying, and nobody wants to give money to a lazy idiot, you know? It's like, it's just beyond the level of like, it's just not okay.
Basically, for short, RWS got scammed and fooled.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It's just one big ass scam, and people hate when they get fucking scammed. So it's like, it does not surprise me. Like, this is kind of the reason why people are just like, why companies, like, everybody's getting tired of it and just being like, hey, make sure you label that your stuff is no AI anymore, because people are going to put in brackets no AI to search for things to make sure that, you know, to make sure that a product was not just generated by some lazy idiot, you know? Like, because people recognize that artists actually give a shit about what we make sometimes, you know? We give a damn about what we make. It's like, people that generate AI garbage don't. We care about the integrity of art. They don't. So it's like, and you know, like, people want to spend their money on people that just work their ass off, that give a shit about their career. If they don't give a shit about their career, or they're not very good at their career, then they're not going to, like, you know, then they're just not going to want to pay it, right? It's like, people just get so annoyed when their hard-earned dollar, like, when they get scammed out of their hard-earned dollar. And AI prompting just is that. People that sell their shit that are AI prompting are just that. They're scammers, and they know they're scammers. And they so easily do that every time. It's like, you know, this is kind of the reason why I think it should be common practice when people sell their shit on like Etsy or eBay or wherever. Like, if people sell their products, they like, what do you call it? Or like, you know, fucking Spring and shit. Like, yeah. Oh, it's like, in general, like, we need, like, artists need to have this practice that they put in brackets, like, when they...
I need ideas for a commentary video.
When they title something, they need to put, like, in brackets, no AI. Because it's just getting really bad, you know? It's not good, and people need to, like, start... Like, artists need to start doing that. Because people, like, because viewers just...
Haggis.
Don't want to be consumed, what do you call it? They don't want to be scammed. I also don't know what haggis is. Hold on. What's haggis? Haggis. Scottish haggis. Scottish dish. Sheep heart. Interesting. Whoa. Ugh, that looks disgusting. Actually, well, not really. It looks kind of good, but I don't know if I want to eat it.
It's illegal in the USA.
Is it? Really? It's
actually, I got an idea.
It's a sheep, though. It's sheep heart.
I think so.
Hold on. I can buy haggis, like, seasoning. Hold on. Scottish haggis. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see here. It looks like I can buy it. Hold on, let me make sure that this is, because this is like the seasoning stuff. This is Scottish haggis, but Uh, no, you can buy it here. Yeah, I just searched it up, and yeah, you can just like I'm getting like a bunch of shopping things that are like that you can buy haggis with. There's the difference is it's just
I thought it was illegal because it has sheep intestine.
It does. There's certain parts
Haggis
that,
sounds like something you'd say after
Yeah.
getting fooled.
there's
Like, oh shucks, or as an insult, you haggis.
Yeah, there's certain parts of it that I guess you aren't able to eat just because it's I guess not good for human consumption. Yeah, so you have very specific it can't be authentic haggis though. It has to be like a very health code safe version of it. So
Or it might be the lung.
yeah. Yeah, here it's saying you can't have it's saying we can't have traditional haggis, which includes the sheep's lung. So which is interesting. We can have Hamilton Higgling haggis, which is a very common one in the United States apparently, which makes sense. It uses lamb though instead of sheep. So wait, sheep are lamb. Huh? Yeah. What's really interesting though.
Lamb are baby sheep.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. That's weird then. Funny enough, apparently there's something that have happened recently this month that they have been talking about making it completely legal. Odd. I wonder why they're doing that. Because apparently they lifted the ban, they lifted like partial of the ban in 2021, and this year they're talking about completely like lifting the ban on it, which is interesting. God, our politicians just don't fucking really. Our politicians suck ass. Oh, guys, man. Oh, man. Fuck SNAP benefits. Let's fuck SNAP benefits. Yeah, fuck the thing that's been working for years. How about we talk about like if we should unban lamb? like how about we should talk about if we should unban eating sheep lung? Like what? Like they're trying to just find any excuse to just not do their job anymore. I swear to God, man. Ay, ay, ay. Fucking Lord. Like I wish I wish that, you know, I don't know. I know American politics have always been bad, but dude, like it's just they're doing the stupidest shit right now, you know. I guess they banned the penny, so that's nice. They got rid of the penny, so that's at least like a good thing.
Forget about how our
After
economy is falling
years.
apart and how PPL are in poverty, yet no one is helping. Let's make eating lambs legal, yah.
Yeah. There's that. There's like another stupid one that has been also
Sorry what I missed all
they're
that tunnel.
dealing with at one point. Sorry, why I miss all that tunnel. Yeah, so so the US, like, they lifted partial of a ban in 2021, but also very recently, like this month, apparently they're talking about unbanning sheep lung despite all of the other terrible shit happening. I'm like, I don't fucking understand, like, why these guys just don't, like, they just find any excuse not to do their job, I guess. Like, they're trying. They're really just trying.
It's not nice that they banned the penny. MB if you were sarcastic, but they're gonna raise prices and shit. At least in my state.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine if they ban the penny. People were talking about that shit for years because it uses more money to make a penny than we do to, like, you know, get a penny, if that makes any sense. So, you know, gonna raise prices and shit in my state. Yeah. So they do that for every state except for the ones closest to, like, you know, the big traders. Like, I am in a state that it has a very good ties with Mexico. So luckily a lot of our imports are not, like, super terrible here. Our tariffs aren't the worst thing in the world, but it's because of the fact that we live, like, so close to, like we border another country. So it's like, so our trade routes aren't that bad, you know, but it's still up, but it's not like, you know, it's still up, but it's not as bad here because of the fact that, like, that we have, you know.
But I'd rather not be paying $3.75 for a chocolate bar.
No, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And guess what? Peanut butter cups are still like $1, like 50 here. $1.50 to $2 here. And minimum wage is $15 an hour, so
$375.
yeah, $3.75. Yeah. Yep. Here we have, yeah, our fucking politicians suck ass. You know.
I pay like £1.
Yep. Our politicians here suck absolute donkey dick. So, you know, or elephant ass, or eat out elephant ass if you want to go in that direction.
The conversation rate is not that bad too.
Conversion rate is not that bad too. Yeah. Here, yeah, we're not doing too hot over here in the United States, I'll tell you that. We are not doing too hot over here, but luckily my state is a very huge exception, but has always been the exception when it comes to that kind of thing. Unfortunately, things get bad too, though, like, on our own as well, if, like, you know, like, when things are going good elsewhere at the same time as well. So, like, we have our own little thing going on over here. So, in my state specifically, but in the country, yeah, the country is just bad. So, like, we still have the same problems as other places,
but it also depends what brand. Like, the off-brand shitty versions are like $2.15, but they're horrible.
Yes. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, they taste awful. Excuse me. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. That's nuts. I actually gotta ask, how much is a bag of chips over there? Cause I went to, like, what do you call it? Cause,
Sorry, what I was saying for on brand.
Cause, you know, freaking club,
like, I had off-brand Oreos once and it was so fucking dry and nasty. Like frozen.
Yeah, like club, like, crackers and shit.
Replying to Chicken Curry 23. Sorry, what I was saying for on brand.
I can't repeat that too much. I can't repeat that word too much because of fucking Twitch. But, like, eating those here, like, the prices here, I think, are,
does a
like,
kickflip and skates away with rocker music, like, in the background.
Was nearly with, like, $5, you know? So, you know. Kickflip and skateboards away with rocker music in the background. Oh yeah, hold on. Hold on. You just reminded me of a certain clip. See if I can find it. Sorry, I'm, like, trying to see if I can find it.
The sun hasn't even risen.
Oof.
Yes. Doritos are like either $4.50 or $5.15. Or it's like buy 4 bags of expensive chips and get one for free.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're getting hit with that too. I had a feeling, because chips here, like, they're getting pretty high as well, so. Yep. Yep.
50 PA bag for me.
I think it's this one? Hold on.
Sometimes 25p on discount.
IP on discount. Dang. That's crazy, bro. That's so fucking cheap. God damn.
Or 20p.
Dude, what? You're starting to make me jealous. Starting to make...
Dude, you're so lucky. I don't remember.
I think they're not necessarily lucky, it's just the fact that, like, they just don't have giant corporations that, like, that are literally buying the shit out of their politicians. That's the
Well,
difference.
be careful before color goes alpha mode.
Color goes alpha mode. I'm the alpha, I'm the leader, I'm the one to trust. Sorry, I'll stop that. Is it this one? Hold on.
Color. Oh yeah, if you forget I get paid to go to college and free medical care.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, you're just making me real jealous. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh. I can't find it. Maybe the compilation's gone. So, or not the compilation, the clip's gone. Yeah. Yeah, they ended
Everyone
up...
run, he's gonna reference something.
Yeah, they ended up,
Oh.
yeah, they ended up deleting the clip.
The
Or not-
horror.
Yeah, because I clipped it, but I think the original video got deleted. So it's just not there anymore. Man, that sucks ass. There's the mood one.
What are you even trying to show? Oh, and they were so nice to give me £200 for Christmas break.
The one where he goes like, "Oh yeah, I am the man," and then he like fucking skateboards out of there. But like, I can't find it because it literally was what you just said. But there's somebody that made the same exact joke, but I can't find it. Oh well.
One time I paid $4 for Ramyun, which is a Japanese soda, and if you go to an Asian market it's like $1.50.
$4. Oh yeah. Yeah, Asian markets are great here. The fuck is this clip? I don't remember this one. Hold on.
I've made peace with the fact that
No, not that one. Is it this one? Oh yeah, okay, that one. Fuck was this? Oh yeah. That's right. Anyway. That's right. I don't want to play that because I don't want to get copyright struck, so but yeah.
They then go ahead and list some AI account red flags. The first one being the Twitter/X art account is very new. Most joined after 2021, and there are no other socials associated with that username or similar. This is not the case with Asami
Oh yeah,
Arts,
and in some
as
shops if I
Asami
am under
Arts
21
joined
I get
August
%10 off on
2024.
everything including
They have-
alcohol if you're over 18.
What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy. Talking crazy. God damn. Where do you live? Like, what country do you live in? God damn, that's like you're living.
Yeah, it's fun.
Sounds like you're living fucking heaven right now. My God.
Scotland.
Scotland? God damn. Fucking. I can see why people are very prideful about Scotland right now. God damn, that is crazy.
Oh, and free school.
Of course. Oy vey.
Though not in England.
Though not in England. That's fair. God damn. Fucking Scotland. Yes, I did think that Scotland was doing it.
But TBH Trader Joe's has been saving my life even though it's off-brand stuff. It tastes good and it's cheaper. But I have to drive to there.
Oh, for
Screw
sure.
Leon forever.
Scotland forever. Duh,
No free
duh.
school and have to pay for water.
Have to pay for water? Water. Yeah. The United States, you have to pay for everything, including your own fucking health. This is just insane. It's like they don't just gather a bunch of people, like gather all of our taxes and just have that happen. So, you know. I love the fact that also Europeans love bringing up the fact that's like, oh, well, you sometimes have to wait 6 months to be able to get a doctor. I'm like, yeah, and here they just ruin your life for fucking ever. It's like, here you get sick one time and you're in debt forever. So I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, and when I tried to buy dragon fruit from like Safeway, it's fucking either $4 or $8.
I think I'd rather wait 6 months to be able to get treated than get treated once and have my life ruined forever. So it's like, and be in debt forever, you know. So yeah, when I buy dragon fruit from Safeway, $8 for dragon fruit? For fruit? Produce? That's crazy, dude. That's fucking not cool.
Yes.
That's not cool at all. That's insane, man. Yeah, luckily fruits and veggies here have been doing alright. So, but in my state, but I know the rest of the country is not doing too hot, so...
Previous account with the username Drawing Asami that joined in 2022, but that was suspended. The second point is, art is constantly deleted when someone points out there are AI elements, or comments mentioning AI are ignored and hidden. The third point, there are multiple
we knew
sudden
that.
changes in art style in a short amount of time. Please note, it is completely normal for artists to study, experiment, and to draw in different styles, but in cases like
Yeah, it's...
My mom is snoring so loud, oh my lord.
Usually...
As well as Scotland has Glasgow and Edinburgh, which are both big tourist attractions.
Usually...
There used to be a fruit market near me and the fruit was fresh and cheap, but then we moved.
Yikes. Sorry to hear that. Scotland, Glasgow, and Edinburgh, which are both attractions. That makes sense. People probably go there, like Americans probably go there
No
and
tunnel,
be...
just bad signal.
Yeah, Americans probably just go there and be like, are like, wow, look how cheap everything is here. Look at this beautiful place. And then fucking try to learn like some Scottish, try to learn like Scottish language and be like, and you know, it's not gonna surprise, I'm gonna be honest, probably in a few years you're probably gonna have a bunch of fucking like stupid ass Americans that move there, that immigrate there. Then again, we're too dumb to actually immigrate anywhere.
Well, I'm surprised I'm not asleep. Probably cause talking ABT this is fun.
That's fair. You're probably, like, let's be honest, you probably, like, also are gonna have, like, the reason why I don't think you have a lot of, like, American immigrants moving to a lot of these places right now is because we're just way too fucking stupid. Like, it's not our own fault, like, and it's not by our own fault, it's just corporations literally try to strip away all of the education
Well, for
from
most
our
things, you have to live here for
schools.
3 years to get the benefits.
3 years to get the benefits? Yeah, and they'll probably gladly do that. People will probably live there for forever if they get the chance. But the reason why we probably can't ever get to that point is because we're too dumb. And not like at our own fault though. Like corporations have stripped away our education system, so we stay dumb forever. You know, it's like we don't have the choice. They just do that shit to us. They do that shit to our schools for a reason. So we don't, you know, so we don't actually
For
like...
free schooling and that.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, that's fair. I think the reason why people would move there is because of the healthcare. A lot of Americans would move there because of the healthcare. They, like, it's not the fact that we're not, like, you know, we're not willing to learn these languages or we're not willing to learn all this shit. It's the fact that we're just, it's hard for us to learn anything because we weren't taught a lot of critical thinking skills. Because, you know, critical thinkers is, you know, is what creates like a stable...
Canada has free healthcare, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. But they have many other problems as well, I think. You know, still less than us, but they have their own problems as well, so, you know, they're also not fully there either.
Play FNAF 2 and typing is hard.
Yeah.
It's kind of drastic, and there's no prior practicing leading to the change. One day there's a drastic shift and they have a different style from an existing artist. The fourth point, in Asami Art's case, it combines both the previous points. A lot of their previous art has been deleted because they suddenly switched art styles from popular Japanese artists who have AI models trained with their art without their consent. I will elaborate more on this later.
Yeah, even having your own AI model as well is like also fucking crazy that people like are going through the effort to make their own model, but then when it comes to actually drawing the goddamn art themselves, nah, I'll just let a robot do that for me. I'm like, bitch, you just took so long creating something that could have actually had you draw, like, or that could have had more art pieces with how much you probably put into this fucking model. So fucking stupid ass clinker. Anyway. This one's in a different place too. It needs to go backwards as well. Yeah, this one. Put this in the wrong place.
Their current Twitter media tab is all art that resembles famous Japanese artist Ixi. They have deleted all the art that resembled another artist by the name of Hout. The fifth point, sudden jump in art skill. For example, an amateur digital artist suddenly mastering anatomy and color theory within a few months. You can't observe this simply by looking at Asami-chan's media tab because they have deleted most of their old art from Twitter and Pixiv. I will be showing you their previous art before their current Ixi style. I have to mention, in a lot of these cases, the person tracing will still struggle with line art because you can trace the anatomy and copy the colors and shading of an AI picture, but the AI will not magically improve your lack of experience doing line work.
No. Also, on top of that as well, like, the quick, like, you know, the quick change between, like, also the art as well, like, with an artist, like, doing things really quickly, they can improve quite fast, but you need to have a lot of free time in order to improve that fucking quickly. And, like, I can bring up, like, fucking PewDiePie, because, like, we know this because PewDiePie, like, when he started drawing art, that dude improved so fucking fast because he just had so much free time in his life. And it's like, it definitely shows that he can definitely, like...
My train is late.
Oof. Not again. He definitely has shown that you totally can improve that quickly if you actually, like, you know, if you actually take the time, effort, and energy. But, like, you have to have a lot of time, a lot of time for that shit. And he's not one of those people, you know. Right? Like,
holy shit, I just realized I found you from a random night that I was about to go to sleep. Found your stream, stayed, was gonna go to sleep, and then remembered DR Pepper has caffeine.
Just realized I found you from a random night that I was about to go to sleep, found your stream, stayed, was gonna go to sleep, and then remember Dr. Pepper has caffeine? Yes.
Unfortunately, this point doesn't apply when the image is being traced by a veteran artist because professionals will have good line work control already. And the final point, refusing to provide proof, deflecting, ignoring people. Once it becomes too overwhelming, tracers provide...
Yeah, and that's also a problem as well. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's very easy to prove you're not AI. If somebody's accusing of you of it, you just go like, all right, here you go, bozo. And you have, if you are an artist,
Dr. Pepper is apparently just cola and root beer.
You have so many cola and root beer. I believe it. What to call it? Yeah, like, as artists, like, ship posters, editors, anything, if you have somebody that's trying to accuse you of AI, it is very easy to show that you actually are, like, an artist. Because basically, like, if you have to, like, in my instance, it would be streaming, it would be showing, like, it would be showing my keyframes, right? Like, this right here, this on its own, shows that I am an actual artist, right? This right here shows that I'm an artist. Like, it shows that I draw my own stuff, right? It shows that I don't use AI, right? Like, but, you know, for other people, it might be different, right? But, like, your keyframes is already, like, a good start with that, for sure. You know, your layers and the keyframes that you have, very, very, like, a good set of proof to
Well, I
prove
may go before my headphones die.
if somebody is using AI or not.
CYA.
Alright, you have a good night, Chicken Curry. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Yeah, very, very, like, heavy proof that you have just by keyframes or layers or, like, or anything. Like, or even just the document of, like, if you have, like, references and shit. Because, like, this, I have this, I have this, obviously off to the side from drawing previously. Like, I have, like, even just the back of Peter Griffin right here to show, like, his back, you know, if I needed to draw his back. Like, I have references, right? Like, so it's, you know, it's very
AHH.
easy to tell, right? So... especially with how much I'm struggling as well. Like, the live stream that I have, this definitely is proof, right?
I apologize, but I'm also gonna go on my skateboard and go into the distance, as I am really tired. And I want to sleep. I have school tomorrow, and my last ask is, look at my link before I go. Message deleted. PH0Nez, come on, stop posting links, warning.
Oh, shit. Nightbot took you out. Took you out back and demolished you.
Provide a small amount of evidence that ends up raising more questions. And most of the time they also
Nope, I'm
delete
still
that
tipping.
evidence. Proving that you aren't tracing is really simple if you are not tracing AI. This person was invited
Yeah.
to draw together in a browser-based Canvas website, but their
Marionette
response
jump
was
scared
that
me
they
from
don't
FNAF
have to
2.
prove
I'm playing it
themselves
RN.
Sorry.
to any simple if you are not tracing AI.
Hold on.
This person was invited to draw together in a browser-based Canvas website, but their response was that they don't have to prove themselves to anyone or convince anyone. The website in question
Which, when you say that shit, it's more suspicious, right? Is it annoying? Sure. It can be annoying, but at the same time, like...
Could you look, maybe? Sorry
you
for
know,
pushing.
It's, what do you call it? It's definitely one of those...
Oops, NVM.
It's definitely one of those things where,
I'm sorry.
how you say it? It's definitely one of those things where it's like, if a person's like trying to disprove, like trying to say that you're AI, and then you go like, oh, well, I don't have to prove
Ads, I hate you so much.
you don't have to prove I don't have to prove anything to
Ad.
you, then basically they're suspicious. Artists are completely fine with showing that they're not AI, right?
Back.
They are very much like in the realm of gladly showing that they aren't robots, right? Like, it's not you know, it's very much like a suspicious thing to just deny that, you know. Like, can it be annoying?
Alright, what
Sure.
do you got us, yeah.
But, you know, also, is this just a human version of me? Hell yeah. You got my bald spot as well. Good job. Wow. I will say, you are the first person that actually, like, got my hairline completely accurate compared to, like, being extremely generous of my hairline. Also, my nose. Give me, actually, like, you also gave me, like, a bulky nose. I don't think my nose is that bulky, but hey, you know. You got my facial hair and everything, shit. I do appreciate the fact that you also, like, didn't give me, like, the like, tired purple under my eyes. Like, you were very generous there. You gave me, like, a nice
I brought
little,
out my
like,
inner smiling friend's art style, and I had to.
you gave me, like, a nice jawline and shit. You know? Oh yeah, I definitely do look like I'm from Smiling Friends. Hell yeah. Whoa. I love that I'm just saying whoa. I also, instead of freckles as well. Oh, you forgot my freckles, but that's okay. That's okay. God damn, I look. You still made me look a lot more like better than I actually look.
Genuinely, if I showed someone my speed paints of my art, they'd believe that a human made it. When I'm sketching, my lines are super messy. Did you see the other ones?
Well, on top of it as well, you also just delete and erase a lot of stuff as well, so it's just very common. What the fuck? That's really good. Hold on. Whoa. What the hell, dude? What? That's amazing, man. That's really fucking good. God damn. I also love how, like, you shined my left eye, so, like,
It's not done though.
Because you
Holy
can't...
Pete WTF.
Yeah, right? It looks really fucking good, doesn't it? God damn, that's so good. Jeez. I also love that you gave me my left eye a shine because I'm still blind in my left eye. I don't think you definitely you can't really see it as much in this, but I'm not like super blind. I just can't see that well in it. So, you know, I've always been, you know, I'm not very, it's
not done. The
it's
background is just something to use as a
very
trace.
bad. So, then of course, you know, I love that. God damn, dude, what the hell? This is sweet. Just the lounging. There we go. There's the tired eyes. My God, dude, this is sweet, dude.
Also not done.
I know, but still, it looks fucking awesome. God damn, man. So fucking talented. You guys are so talented. Like, good lord, I do not deserve you guys. You guys are so fucking talented. It is amazing with the kind of stuff you guys make. Like, honestly, it's so good. Like, Jesus Christ, you guys waste your talent on me. Oh, sweet. Generous hairline as well. Thank you. Goddamn. I also love how you drew, like, the extra little facial hair, like, right here, too. Like, the fact that it's just kind of, like, going in. Also, you gave me a very generous goatee. Very, very generous goatee, I will say that. God damn, you made me look like a fucking rock star.
Don't you dare make me make you bald.
Dare make me make you bald. I mean, it would be accurate, you know. I'm not like Doug where I'm not bald, guys. Oh, no, I have a clear bald spot. I'm getting old. It's very clear that I'm balding. Like, you know, very, very clear. Like, I'm not offended by people drawing me bald. You know, it's like, I'm not denying it. There's no denial here. I am like, I'm open to the fact of people drawing me bald. So
Color Doug.
Yeah, color Doug. Yeah. Doug color. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't deny the fact that I'm going bald. So, you know. The funny thing is like, it will never happen, but it would be funny if people just like started, you know, using me as a reference to be like, Doug is, it's like, Doug, look, this guy's balding and he's got more hair than you. Now that would be funny. Like, just being I would be totally fine with being used as like a joke.
I sent some unfinished art in the art channel, _W.
Oh shit, sorry.
Color, you give wet cat vibes.
I give wet cat vibes? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means, but I appreciate it. Either way, I guess. Sure. So hold on, let me unblock the art. There we go. There we go. That's better. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Like those goofy pictures of cats when they're wet after they get a bath.
Interesting. I did not know that. I look like human me looks like that, or color looks like that. I could see it, honestly. I'd see that, honestly.
BOTH.
I don't know how, but I could definitely see how someone sees that. Where they see, like, because when my hair is wet, it's very easy to, like, my baldness really shows when my hair is, like, completely wet, so, yeah. Damn, even my nose is accurate. God damn, you even got my nose correctly. Actually, that's still a very you know what, that's a generous nose. Nah, you even were generous with my nose. God damn, dude. Jeez Louise. So fucking talented, bro. Alright. Oh, we gotta get through this video.
Question being magma.com, a site similar to iScribble or Drawpile but online. This is a simple, free way to show people you are not tracing. So this was the intro, and it was showing you a general sense of what happens when you find a tracing account. The next section in this document.
Yeah, and if somebody is like, hey, you know, to prove that you are not like tracing, here's magma. It's like, just show me that you at least have the skill to do something like this. It would not be that hard, right? It's like, yes, are you wasting time? Sure, but at the same time, like, use it for content then. So at least if you feel like you're wasting time, you at least use it as, like, content or something. So at the very least, you can have that as proof later if people try to call you AI later. Because then another person just proved you,
It's called
like,
time-lapse
you know,
inconsistencies.
right.
The time lapses below are from Clip Studio Paint. It allows you to export time lapses in 15.
All right, time to
30,
take my drugs and pass out.
60-second lengths,
By listeners,
and a
Eha tries to do a cool
full
skateboard
length.
trick while
Converted
skating away and ends up
MP4
falling
files that
face
were
first on the
posted
pavement.
Twitter
I'm
to
fucking
GIF
dead.
formats.
Alright, you have
can
good
view it
night,
here.
phones. Appreciate
the
it.
time lapses that Asami Arts posted were 30 seconds long, and the GIF version is also 30 seconds long. Terry would then say, in red highlighted text, the line art magically being drawn with no sketch in the background. And in these two different time lapses, we can see exactly that. This line art just appears. There's no sketching process. There's no erasing process. A lot of the top artists sometimes will have to rescale certain things, change the perspective on certain things. Here you see none of that. Terry then continues. This is how Clip Studio Paint.
Yeah, just the fact that you also, a lot of erasing. You draw, like, if you draw, like, a head, right, and then you draw the body, and the body is in a weird perspective, you have to erase parts of the head before, like, you know, after you do that, which she probably just did not do. So, tracers tend to show that obvious part of that, so when it comes to the sketching process.
Paint time lapses work. You have to manually press the record time lapse button. Then the program will begin recording all the strokes and undos you make in every layer. Sometimes artists forget to press the record button, so the time lapse won't show them working on the sketch, but it will still show the sketch at a low opacity when they are lining. This means that Asami is lining without a sketch to guide her, without corrections, perfectly placing every line with no hesitation. Note how she doesn't even
that's
bother drawing
bad.
Callie's whole face first, then erasing the chin area that will be covered. This is of course referring to the right time lapse. Normally an artist would draw the entire chin area of the face and then erase it when, you know, the boobs come in.
Yeah, there you go.
But in this case, before even drawing the boobs, Asami somehow knew the exact place they would take in order to not draw the chin there, as if they had already known exactly, to the most minute detail, how the drawing was going to look like before they even started drawing. Tara would then continue. You should know that Clip Studio...
Yeah, which just doesn't happen with artists. Like, you don't know where something is until you actually draw the damn thing. So, you know.
allows you to make a private line work layer that will not be shown in the time-lapse. I have included the source links and original upload timestamps for Asami's time-lapses, but as of October 9th, both time-lapses were deleted from her account. Below, I will show some time-lapse GIFs from AI tracers and a Twitter user who traced an AI image to prove that it's possible to fake a time-lapse in Clip Studio Paint. These time-lapses are very similar to Asami's, where there are no...
Oh yeah, even someone just showing what they're doing, which, you know, is kind of smart to do.
adjustments, and the line work is drawn perfectly. So this time-lapse right here on the left was posted by a Twitter user to show that you can trace over AI with Clip Studio Paint and it won't show in the recording.
For sure.
Here we can see another tracer doing the same exact thing, and on the right we can see the other person that Teru had written a Google Doc about, Misui, doing exactly that as well. Now look,
Yeah, and there you go. They're like, it's not just this person, it's a bunch of people doing this as well. So it's like, it's showing that like these scammers have gotten really smart
can't see the
with
video.
how they're doing it. Oh god damn it. Hold on. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, like that's the thing, man. They're just how you say it? That's just what's happening. They're just
THX.
starting to, you know, they're starting to how you say it? They're getting more intelligent about it, where it's like they put the AI image over the thing, and then they sketch the AI image, and then they delete the AI like image, then they have this sketch, right? And then they hit record and then show themselves doing the line art for the, like, you know, doing the line art for the how you say it, for like the drawing, which is a smart way of doing that if you're like a tracer, because, and like that's already a smart way of doing it. And then a bunch of other people, and it's not just her doing that, it's a bunch of people copying that person doing that as well. Like a bunch of tracers are doing that now, because now people can't tell if something is like AI, like people can't tell if you know, something was sketched or not, right? Like or people can't tell if the sketch is real or not because, or if somebody used AI or not because they already sketched it, right? The sketch part was them tracing the AI, which fucking is annoying to do. But the difference is, though, like randomly, but the difference is the sketch also is the revealing part, right? The fact that they're not showing any of the, the fact that they're also like the sketch isn't showing the outline of like the mistake parts, right? Or having zero erasing is a very easy giveaway, even if it's a still image and it's like a sketch of something, right? People will like, will draw like, let's say, the head's in a different perspective, right? Like, let's say like the head is like here, right? And then the body is like going in a weird, like, in a weird perspective where there's gonna be like an arm here, right? Like, essentially, that arm, or like the arm is going to be like, how you say it? That arm, or the bottom of that head has to be deleted because, well, the arm's already there. So you don't need that part of the sketch there, right? Or you don't need that part of like the thing there, right? And therefore, usually during sketching, this is here still. This part right here is still here. So the bottom part is still there so they can do the line art, right? This little bottom piece is going to be there when people do sketching, but some people don't. I don't know. I haven't really done sketches in a while, so considering I don't really need to, but I haven't done a project like that in a while where it requires sketching. So,
I'm not expecting everyone watching here to be an artist, or much less know how a time-lapse is supposed to look like. So here's a very quick example of an artist I really like on Twitter. Their name is Dino, and here's the final completed artwork that they worked on, and here's the time-lapse.
Yeah,
As you
there
can see,
you
there's a
go.
lot of changes that happen even in the sketching process. A lot of scaling, moving things around.
Yeah,
Nothing
there
is
you go.
ever certain when you're drawing. And even in the sped-up time-lapse, it still appears to be slow sometimes. That's because
Yeah, it's because they keep fucking up and they have to like stretch and move things around so often. It's like you just have to move shit around on occasion. Like even like each object has to be moved around a little bit so you can at least like, so you can have it look correct. Like even look how they're hiding, like how they also hid their like some of the layers. Yeah, the person that's tracing clearly didn't do that shit. So, which obviously is a problem.
adjustments are constantly being made. That's the whole point
Yes.
of drawing. So when an experienced artist all of a sudden sees someone come out of nowhere on Twitter, garner a huge following, make a drawing every single day, and their time-lapse looks like this, of course it'll raise suspicion.
Yeah.
Terry would then continue, saying, on October 7th, 2025, when I quote-tweeted Callie's time-lapse commenting about it being traced from AI, Asami Arts
Yeah, even the most talented artists don't act, like even the most professional artists don't just like immediately sketch the thing and then like, immediately sketch the thing and then all of a sudden like know exactly where every little piece like goes when it comes to drawing a character. So, that's just
immediately
not how
blocked
that
me.
works.
On October 8th, she posted a new time-lapse, then deleted the 2 old time-lapses on October 9th. Both deleted time-lapses had been in her media tab since April 2025.
Yeah, one time
What
a
did
sketch took me an
Asami Arts
hour.
have to say about this? She was
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it can take a while, right? But like at the same point, it's just mistakes exist. If you make mistakes, that's the point. Like if you make mistakes, that's how people can tell you're an art. Like they can tell if you're just bullshitting or not. But that's only artists can tell by that because artists like do actually draw, right? They know that, right? Maybe people I don't like, maybe other people that aren't artists can tell that after a while, but they have to be told that too. You don't just know that right off the bat unless you like learn that from other artists, unless you learn that from artists, because most people don't know how drawing really works in the first place. So you can't really expect them to know that at the time. If they do, good on them. But again, if they don't, there's no shame in not knowing that, It's just they're a little bit more ignorant to that, but some people just want to, consume art and not have to and not have to fucking think like in a million fucking different ways to, think in a million different ways of like how a certain thing is done, because that's not really a thing that they have to focus on. You know, they're the ones providing the income, so they just, their choice, you know, they choose where
Also,
they
if
put
you use
their
IBIS
money.
Paint, you can click a setting of the speed paints where it shows you where you zoomed in, what tools you used, what color you chose from the wheel.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Contacted via VGen regarding proof of her art not being traced over AI during October 8th. When questioned about how she managed to do the line art without a sketch, this was her reply. She'd say, "Practicing with beautiful lines after without sketches and thick outlines would make you proud to do it yourself, but people tend to misunderstand. I posted a new video, I hope it answers your questions." Tara would continue, saying, "This is the direct reply to the purple message above. I thought for a second that maybe English wasn't her native language and that's why she typed it that way, but the other messages are not written in the same vague style. It's basically a non-answer." As she mentioned in her first message, she posted a new time-lapse during October 8th. And oh my god, there's an arrow pointing to the right, and on the right, you can see the tweet they're referring to. It doesn't take half a page. Oh my god.
Nice.
There's even a link to the original tweet as well. And again, it's a 30-second time lapse, and you can even see the hand of whoever Asami is on top of the tablet that they're using to draw. Tara would
This person also has, like, is very competent in Google Docs, which is great, because, man, a lot of people aren't, which is fair, but at the same time, I'm like, kind of shows how competent this person is with that kind of thing.
say, "Before I elaborate on this third time lapse, let me finish this exchange that happened on VGen." So after Asami's very weird worded reply, the person who was asking her about those perfect lines would say, "Just to be clear, let me know if I understood properly. The Clip Studio time lapse without a sketch is because you have 8 years of experience? So being able to line art without a sketch, a professional skill you developed? Amazing." Asami would reply with, "Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Actually, I erase and redo my drawings many times, but Clip Studio only records the video from where you last left off to speed up the drawing process. Many artists do that. And as I
don't think that's true, but I also don't have Clip Studio, so...
said, my computer is problematic, and I don't even know how to access the old PSDs and drawings. Unfortunately, I lost my drawings from 2017 onwards. As you can imagine, a lot of time has passed." And now Teru continues with a left arrow pointing to what we just saw. Oh my god. Saying, "Asami is claiming here that she erases and redoes her drawings many times, but Clip Studio only records the video from where you last left off to
It isn't
speed up
true.
the drawing
My sister uses
process. This is not true."
Sister uses it, yeah. Okay.
Highlighting this sentence in red. After you press
Well, I don't know. This person is saying it's not true. Hold on. Wait.
here that she continues drawings. "Unfortunately, I lost my drawings from 2017 onwards. As you can imagine, a lot of time has passed." And now Teru continues with a left arrow pointing to what we just saw. Oh my god. Saying, "Asami is claiming here that she erases and redoes her drawings many times, but Clip Studio only records the video from where you last left off to speed up the drawing process. This is not true."
I don't know. She's saying it's not true, but I guess... So you said your sister has used it, and that's true. It just picks up where you left off. Like, not the Clip Studio, but the recording. Like, they're saying they're recording a video, right? Like, and they're recording, like, okay...
No, I said it's not true.
Oh, it's not true. Okay.
Highlighting this sentence
Oh,
in
it isn't
red.
true, okay.
After you press the record time-lapse button, the only thing you can do is either export it or press the record time-lapse button again to stop recording. And Clip Studio Paint will show you this warning if you try to do that. The warning would say, "This will turn off canvas time-lapse drawing. Any time-lapse recorded for this canvas will be deleted. This action cannot be undone." Tara would continue
Trying
saying,
to
"Now let
keep
me
my
elaborate
ass
on the third
awake.
time-lapse she has posted on her Twitter. This is no longer a Clip Studio time-lapse, this is a Procreate time-lapse. Procreate is a popular iPad drawing app which includes a time-lapse export feature just like Clip Studio Paint. However, Procreate is known for having a feature where you can easily hide entire layers from showing in your time-lapse. With Clip Studio Paint, you can only hide line arts or binary images. Sadly, because of that, I do not consider a Procreate time-lapse to be solid evidence in a case like this." Tara would then link a tutorial on how to hide your reference layer in Procreate, further showing why they don't trust this, while also saying, "I'm sorry, but I cannot take this as proof that Asami isn't tracing because it was recorded in Procreate." She also provided a photo of the layers, but you can delete the traced image layer after you are done tracing.
Yep, there you go.
And again, a day after posting this time-lapse on Twitter, she deleted the 2 previous ones. I don't
Yeah, just showing the sketch part, like, on her own probably would have helped, but... Yeah.
want to be nitpicky, but even in this new Procreate time-lapse, she never goes back to erase, adjust, or correct anything while sketching, lining, or shading. I believe showing layers is only solid proof for an artwork that seems to be generated with AI, but it's different when it's someone tracing over AI. Clearly, if the image was generated with AI, then the artist won't have layers to show, or they will claim that they drew everything in one layer. But I believe Asami is tracing, not posting generative AI. However, there are some previous artworks I believe
Yeah, and the fact that she's probably also using layers is extremely devious. And, I could see why people probably just thought it's like, oh, well, this is a real artist, because she probably did, honestly. She probably, when she traced it, when she got to the line art part to show her audience with, like, the speed art, she probably just, like, sent the, she probably just sent the video of, like, her doing the line art, and people being like, oh, well, this is so good, you know? And therefore, nobody's ever the wiser, you know?
Beep beep beep.
Duh. God damn it. Ah. Okay, shit, I'm falling asleep. Okay. Shit, damn it. Duh. Duh, sorry. Duh! Okay. Alright. Let's go.
with AI and not traced. So, what would someone do in a situation like this, where the time lapses are weird and you are still being accused of tracing AI? How do you prove your art is legit? On October 10th, 2025, it was forwarded that I'd be willing to draw with Asami on Magma.com in real time. Magma, previously known as Aggie, is basically a browser-based drawing app. It functions exactly like any other art program. If she isn't tracing, then she would have no problem drawing with another artist at the same time. Her reply to the purple message to the right is below. So on the right, we can see a message being sent to Asami saying, would you be okay drawing on a shared canvas at the same time with another artist using an online canvas website like Magma.com? I believe this should clear up some of the people's concerns because you will be drawing along with someone else. The website works perfectly on an iPad and you can set the time and date. Asami would then reply with, I don't need to keep proving myself over and over again because of what people say about me. I won't take part in the witch hunts or hate culture that start when people
Yeah, and these guys get real defensive out of nowhere when in reality, like, that's just not what's happening here. This is how they get people, typically. Because people that love talking about cancel culture are the people that didn't recognize that cancel culture never existed. Drama has always existed, but quote-unquote cancel culture never really existed on the internet.
Oh, he's asleep. Time to cause chaos.
Fuck. Chaos? No, not on my watch.